Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wildcat Football on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. I'm David Warrington, and I'm coming to you live from Central City High School for tonight's varsity football matchup between the visiting HLV Warriors and your Central City Wildcats. And before we get started tonight, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday night football for the season finale of the 2021 Wildcat season. As tonight we'll have HLV coming to town to take on your Central City Wildcats. As let's go ahead and take a preview of both teams. First, for the Wildcats, they enter tonight's game with a record of 2-6 on the year. After losing their first 6 in a row to start the season, they're on a 2-game winning streak. They took down Calumet-Wheatland 2 weeks ago, and last week had what was probably their all-around best game of the year, taking down Central Decatur 46-12. The starting quarterback for the Wildcats is Jaden Hansen. On the year, the sophomore has completed 21 of his 55 passes for 556 yards with 9 touchdowns and 1 interception. Hansen had his best game of the year last week, completing 7 of his 9 passes for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. Another sophomore, Aiden Klosterman, is a team leader in rushing. So far this year, he's ran the ball 139 times for 811 yards and 14 touchdowns. Klosterman had another strong showing last week, running the ball 17 times for 117 yards and 3 touchdowns. Braden Rickles is the team leader in receiving this season. He's caught 11 passes for 402 yards and 7 touchdowns. Klosterman also leads the Wildcats in tackles with 40.5, including half for loss and half a sack. Just one tackle behind Klosterman is Luke Birds. The junior has 39.5 tackles on the year with 2.5 for loss and 1.5 sacks. Now taking a look at the Wildcats' opponent tonight, the HLV Warriors. HLV enters with a record of 1-7 on the year. They won their season opener against Calumet-Wheatland 50-0, but have gone on to lose 7 in a row since then. Last week, they fell to New London 32-6. The starting quarterback for the Warriors is Kyler Gorsh. The junior has completed 13 of his 28 passes for 144 yards and 3 touchdowns without an interception. The starter was Jack Cheney earlier in the year, but it has been Gorsh at quarterback for a few weeks now. Bo York is the leading rusher for the Warriors. He's carried the ball 58 times for 410 yards and 11 touchdowns. Donovan Cruz is second in the team in rushing. He's ran the ball 39 times for 229 yards and 4 touchdowns. Ben Tice leads HLV in receiving. He's caught 15 passes for 191 yards and 4 touchdowns. Defensively, Boston York is the leading tackler for the Warriors. He has 35.5 on the year, including 2 for loss. Second is Max Hensdorf with 26.5, as well as 2 for loss. The Warriors do also have a field goal kicker. Ben Tice has put 21 of his 36 kickoffs this year in the end zone for touchbacks. He has also made 10 of his 11 PAT attempts and made his only field goal attempt from an impressive 43 yards, and that is the longest made field goal in 8-man this season. These two teams have faced off twice in recent history. In 2014, the Warriors took down Central City 58-0, and in 2015, the Wildcats fell to HLV 53-8. This being a non-district game, the teams do have 2 mutual opponents, Calumet-Wheatland and Lone Tree. Both teams beat Cal-Wheat by 50, HLV doing so 50-0, while the Wildcats did it 84-34. Both fell to Lone Tree, with the Warriors losing 66-40, and the Wildcats losing at 38-8. And so there's a look at both teams for tonight's game. Currently about 9.5 minutes away from kickoff. And I'll give you a little bit of an update around the district. Last week was the last week of the regular season in 8-man District 5. So last week, the 4 games around the district, of course, your Wildcats took down Central Decatur 46-12. Edgewood-Colesburg took down Midland 54-20. Springville took down Calumet-Wheatland 63-13. And in the battle of the unbeatens for the district championship, the Easton Valley Riverhawks clinched the District 5 title, taking down the previously unbeaten Keyhawks 51-46. So given that information, here's a look at the final standings of the 2021 8-man District 5. In 8th place at 0-7 is Calumet-Wheatland. 7th at 1-6 is Central Decatur. 6th place at 2-5 are your Central City Wildcats. 5th at 3-4 are the Midland Eagles. In 4th place at 4-3 is Springville. They have qualified for the playoffs as one of the 2 at-large teams, and they will be at Turkey Valley tomorrow night. And then the 3 automatic qualifiers finishing in the top 3. 3rd is Edgewood-Colesburg. They're 5-2. They will be at Waco tomorrow night. Key finished 6-1, their one loss being to Easton Valley last week. They are second. They will be hosting Northwood Kensett. And then the district champion were the Easton Valley Riverhawks. They finished a perfect 7-0 in the district, 8-0 overall. And they will be hosting Dunkerton tomorrow night. So there's your look around the district for playoffs games tomorrow night. There are a couple other games around the district tonight, at least one more. So, of course, your Wildcats are hosting HLV tonight, and also Central Cater, who the Wildcats beat last week, are in Maynard this week. They're taking on the West Central Blue Devils in their season finale. And we are going to take a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to play our national anthem. Thank you for listening in. We'll be right back after this. All right, the national anthem has been played, and we're now just under 6 minutes away from kickoff here tonight. If you're just tuning in, I'm David Warrington, coming to you from Central City High School. We've got the 9th and final game of the year tonight for the Wildcats. They are hosting the HLV Warriors. Wildcats 2-6, looking to win their third straight to finish 3-6. HLV is 1-7. Wildcats hoping to make them fall to 1-8 here tonight. As HLV walks over to the sideline, and the Wildcats take the field, jogging out from underneath the goalpost, taking the sideline. As we're getting close to kickoff here, ladies and gentlemen. Quick weather update. It's a chilly one here in Central City. Currently 50 degrees and very cloudy. Sun hasn't set yet. It's only 5:55, but lights are on full blast because you can almost looks dark already just given the overcast. So not a super pretty night, but not bad football weather either. As the captains take the field, Wildcats will get it first. As they shake hands at midfield, and we're about ready to go. Wildcats lose the toss. HLV defers. Wildcats will therefore get the ball first. Central City will work left to right and will defend the end zone to my left. HLV will work right to left and defend the end zone to my right. Wildcats wearing their black home uniforms with the white trim, or white numerals and red trim. And the Wildcats also have their black pants with the white and red trim. HLV Warriors wearing their white away uniforms with black numerals and red trim, as well as their black pants with red trim and the red helmets. Jaden Hansen standing in front of the goal line, getting some last-minute throws in before we get things underway. Like I said, Wildcats will get the ball first here tonight after HLV won the toss and elected to defer. Therefore, Central City will get it first. As both teams simultaneously take the field, kickoff team for the Warriors and kick return team for the Wildcats. Lucas Greif and Matthew Closerman back deep to return for Central City. As it is going to be Ben Tice sending it away for the Warriors. The Warriors have quite a kicker. He's completed 10 of his 11 PATs and his only field goal attempt from 43 yards out. He's also a solid kickoff man as he's put 21 of his 36 kickoffs into the end zone for touchbacks this season. We'll see if he does number 22 here as he sets the ball on the tee at the 30-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock. And we're just about set to go. Warriors spread across the field as Tice marches off his steps. Wildcats have 4 guys at midfield, 2 at the 20, and 2 back deep at the 5. As Tice takes his approach, and we are underway. It's a long line drive kick fielded at the 5. Closer on the return to the 15, still going to the 20. Breaks a tackle, now he's going to be nearly dragged down, and somebody comes in and helps finish it off. He returns that out past the 25, close to the 26. Pretty nice return there by Matthew Closerman to get us started. And the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at their own 26-yard line. So Wildcats looking to get the offense started quickly here tonight as Lucas Greif is going to split out to the left. Aiden Closterman and Jaden Hansen back there to take the snap. It'll go to Closterman, trying to find some room. Stutter steps. Now he's going to be driven down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got back to the line. Took quite a bit of time back there trying to find a hole to open up, and just nothing opened up for him. So he does get back to the line. No gain on the play. That'll make it 2nd down and 10. The ball is still spotted at their own 26. As HLV's got some pretty big boys up front. Pretty good-sized team as the Wildcats are in the I formation. Yoder at fullback, Closerman at running back. It's going to be a play-action pass. Hansen in the pocket, gets rid of it. Lucas Greif's there. He can't quite make the catch. He was a little bit overthrown. He tried to reach out with one hand to grab it. If he makes the catch, he probably scores 6. But the incompletion will bring up 3rd down and 10. As Greif was there, and like I said, wide open, probably scores if he gets it. So nonetheless, Wildcats now have 3rd down and 10 from their own 26. As the Wildcats break the huddle, Luke Birds is split out to the left. Aiden Closterman in the shotgun. Goes to Closterman, will hand off to Greif going to the left. He's going to be driven down in the backfield for a loss. He'll lose a few yards there. That'll bring up 4th down and long. So it'll be 4th down and 12 for the Wildcats. Ball back at their own 23. It's going to be Donovan Cruz back to return the punt for HLV. As Jaden Hansen will snap and Aiden Closerman will get set to send it away. We'll see if they motion here like they usually do, and it looks like they will. Betzer comes in motion to the right. Good snap. Closerman takes it, gets the punt away. Not a bad one. It's going to bounce, but it'll take a Warrior bounce close to midfield. That's where Luke Birds will down it, and HLV will get their first possession of the night, 1st and 10, just a couple yards shy of midfield. They're going to spot the ball at the 38-yard line, and that's where the Warriors will take over. HLV comes to the line in the I formation. Gorsh is the quarterback under center. It's going to be a handoff. That's to Henstorf. He's got a 1st down and more. Finally dragged down close to the 25-yard line. Max Henstorf, sophomore running back for the Warriors, dragged a couple of Wildcats several yards down the field. When they finally got him down, he was already all the way over to the 24-yard line. And that's where the Warriors will have 1st and 10 inside Wildcat territory. Gorsh in the shotgun. Back to his left and back behind him as well. Hands it off to Cruz. And he's going to be wrapped down after gaining a couple yards. They had him right away, but he broke out of a couple before being taken down after a short gain. We'll give him a yard on the carry. 2nd down and 9 now. Ball's going to be spotted at the 23-yard line as the Warriors come up to the line. Gorsh is again in the shotgun. Henstorf to his left, or to his right, rather. It's going to be a handoff to Henstorf, going to the left side of the field. He's got a hole. He's past the 15. He's going to be dragged down by Lucas Greif. There's a flag on the play on the tackle, though. As looks like initial indication appears to be horse collar from the referee that was right there. Here comes the call from the main referee. It's going to be horse collar against the Wildcats. Lucas Greif on the tackle there. So that'll be half the distance after the end of the play. As he was already to the 9, they'll spot that just past the 5. It'll be first down and goal for HLV. Gorsh in the shotgun, Cruz to his left. It's going to be a handoff to Cruz. He's got a hole, and he's going to plunge into the end zone for a touchdown as HLV opens the scoring here tonight. Donovan Cruz takes the handoff, had a huge hole, and just punched it up the middle for a 5-yard score as HLV leads at 6-0. And we'll see if they go for the extra point. Does appear to be the case. Snapper is going to be Tyler Ballard, as Cruz, who just scored the touchdown, will hold, and Ben Tice will get set to attempt the extra point. Good snap. It's down. Kicks on the way. It's got the distance. It looks good, and it is good. Ben Tice makes his 11th PAT on 12 tries of the season. And with 9:22 remaining in the first quarter, our score HLV 7, Central City 0. So not a great start for the Wildcats. They couldn't get anything going offensively, and then HLV drives it down the field and scores the opening touchdown of the night. Wildcats will get it back here, and they'll look to get things going. Wildcats come onto the field, as does HLV, as again it's going to be Lucas Greif and Matthew Klosterman back deep to return for Central City. Christopher Greif and Bob Bechtold stand at the 20 as the first row of blockers. And then 4 Wildcats stand right at midfield. Again, Ben Tice will set the ball on the tee and get set to kick it away for HLV just after making the PAT a moment ago. Tice has put a lot of kicks in the end zone for touchbacks this year. His first one was fielded right at the 5 by Klosterman. As Tice takes his approach. Kick is in the air. It's a wobbly one. Takes a bounce. Klosterman's going to watch it roll into the end zone for a touchback. Bounce at the 5. Smart move there by the freshman to just let it bounce. Didn't want to take any chances with it. So that'll be a touchback. Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. And that's where the offense will try to get things going. Of course, they went 3 and out on their first possession. Went backwards 2 yards all told. They look to get the offense moving here. As they come up to the line, Lucas Greif is going to split to the left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion to the right. Klosterman fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Wrapped up in the backfield and driven down. Maybe got half a yard. Not much there for Aiden. As we'll call that essentially no gain. 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 15-yard line. As Klosterman was wrapped up right away. Looks like Aiden's actually going to come out of the game for this play. So Wildcats going with a different look. Hansen's going to stay in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right. They're bunched up to the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap. He's going to throw pressure in his face right away. Scrambling left, gets rid of it. Lucas Greif catches it across the middle. He'll be dragged down a couple yards shy of a first down, about the 23. As Hansen was met with pressure right away, but did a really nice job of rolling out to the left, throwing it across his body at an awkward angle and making an accurate throw to Greif. Got it a couple yards shy of the first down. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Wildcats have it from their own 23. As Klosterman's still not in the game for this 3rd down play. As the Wildcats break the huddle. They've got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hansen stands by himself in the shotgun. 3rd down and 2 from the 23. Takes the snap. He's going to fake the throw. Now he's going to take off. He'll be close. They got him high, but I don't see any flags coming in. And he looks like he's going to be about a half yard short. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard. Near the 25. The ball's about 6 inches away from the 25-yard line. Looks like thought it might have been the punt team, but Arwen Betzer also is in the I formation, so that might be what they're doing, which makes sense. In the I formation, Hansen under center, Yoder and Betzer behind him. He takes a snap, plunges forward, and he got it by quite a bit. And they're still fighting in there, but he already got it. Essentially, all Hansen needed to do there was not go backwards. As long as he went forwards at all, he was going to be all right. And it looks like he got a couple there. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 27, we'll call it. As that quarterback sneak by Hansen was enough to move the chains, as Klosterman will come back into the game now after being off for a few plays. As like I said, Wildcats have their first down of the night. 1st and 10 from their own 27. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Yoder at fullback. He'll go to Klosterman. He runs into his own blocker, and then he'll be wrapped up right away. Hand came into the face mask, though. That one was seen. Flag gets thrown by the official along the Wildcat sideline, and that should be a 15-yard penalty. Face mask called against HLV. As it appeared from up here in the press box, they should march off 15 yards. And that'll give the Wildcats the ball at midfield. So that'll move the chains as well. 1st and 10 Central City from the 40-yard line. As Klosterman ran into a blocker and then was taken down right away by a pair of Warriors. But the hand came into the face mask, grabbed it, and of course that draws the face mask penalty. So 1st and 10 from midfield for the Wildcats. Hansen and Prusman stand in the shotgun. It'll go to Prusman. The senior breaks out of a tackle there. He's going to get back to midfield, and not a whole lot else. Looks like he was lucky to get a gain of 0 on the play, as he was hit 3 or 4 yards in the backfield, spun out of a tackle there. Did manage to get to midfield. So that'll be 2nd down and 10. The ball is still at the 40-yard line. As the Wildcats are in the huddle, Lucas Greif came into the game as Wade Yoder came out. Yoder, whenever he's in there, plays the fullback position. Lucas Greif more of a wide receiver. So potentially going to more of a pass look here. Hansen in the huddle communicating with Coach Myers over there on the sideline. Now he knows what he's calling. As the Wildcats come up to the ball, play clock has to be low. It is. And the Wildcats are going to be forced to use the timeout as the play clock was running down. So timeout Central City, that's their first timeout of the ball game. Wildcats have 2 remaining. And with 5:53 remaining in the first quarter, our score HLV 7, Central City 0. Well, we've got a break in the action here. I'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as always, big shout out to our sole sponsor of Wildcat Sports, Next Bank. Wouldn't be possible without them. So definitely big thank you to them. So once we come back here, Wildcats will have it 2nd down and 10. The ball spotted at midfield. After Prusman was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that previous run after being hit 3 or 4 yards in the backfield. Spun out of a tackle back there and managed to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Both teams back on the field now. As the Wildcats aren't going to huddle, they're going to go straight up to the line. Hansen stands in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers split to the right. Prusman comes in motion to the left. Hansen takes a snap, pressure in his face, gets rid of it across the middle to Greif. He's got some room past the 30. He's going to be driven down. Big hit there by Donovan Cruz of the Warriors. But that was enough for a Wildcat first down. Got it across the 30 to the 29. As that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Ball spotted in HLV territory at the 29-yard line. Clock continuing to roll down now. About 5.5 minutes remaining in our opening quarter. Wildcats trail 7-0. As they are moving the ball now, 29 yards away from the end zone after that first down completion from Hansen to Greif. Klosterman and Hansen in the shotgun for the Wildcats. Wade Yoder at fullback. It'll go to Klosterman. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to have his best run of the night. Got it just shy of the 25, up to about the 26. Gain of about 3. We'll call that 2. Looks like they're actually going to spot it closer to the 27-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Again, Yoder comes out. Lucas Greif back into the game. So maybe a passing play here, potentially. Wildcats break the huddle. Lucas Greif is going to split out to the left, or to the right, rather. Close friend and Hansen back there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion left. It'll be a handoff to Greif going to the left side of the field. Got a little bit of room. He's got a first down, or at least he's close. We'll see the spot. He will be about a yard short. Was very close to the first down, but he's taken down at the 20, needed the 19. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 for Central City. As Betzer runs onto the field, so it looks like they're going to go in the I formation. Last time they did that, they did the quarterback sneak with Hansen, and he managed to get a couple yards to move the chains. So Wildcats in the I formation. Hansen under center, Yoder at fullback, Betzer at running back. Hansen takes a snap. Hand off to Yoder up the middle. He's going to push him from behind. He should have the first down, as forward progress should just give him enough to move the chains. Got it up to that 19-yard line. That's all they needed. So referee signals first down. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Wildcats from the 19-yard line. As that'll be a first down, Central City. As Aiden Klosterman jogs into the huddle, Lucas Greif will join him, as will Jaden Hansen with the play call. 3:45 to go in the opening quarter. Wildcats still trail 7-0, but driving the ball here. Got it up to the HLV 19-yard line. As Central City breaks the huddle now. They'll have Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap once again. Lucas Greif is split out to the left. Snap goes to Hansen. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Pressure in his face, gets rid of it. It's intended for Rickles. He caught it. One man to beat. Breaks out of a tackle. He's going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. As Braden Rickles wrestled the ball away from his defender. And then he was standing at the 5-yard line in a one-on-one drill. Managed to break out of the tackle and plunge across the goal line for the score. Wildcats trail it by 1, and they'll go for 2 to attempt to take the lead. Braden Rickles did a great job of taking the ball away. It looked like the other kid was going to come out with it, but Braden Rickles got it and brought it across the goal line for a score. As the Wildcats will go for 2 here. Hansen stands in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Takes a snap, going to the right. He's going to keep it himself. He'll be close, plunges across the goal line. 2-point conversion is good. Jaden Hansen had a one-on-one matchup right there at the goal line with Donovan Cruz. Lowered his shoulder, and the sophomore got it. 2-point conversion is good. So with 3:18 remaining in the first quarter, our score, Central City 8, HLV 7. So Wildcats take the 1-point lead after the 2-point conversion. As the extra point was good by the Warriors after their touchdown, but the Wildcats went for 2, and they got the conversion to take the 1-point advantage. So the Wildcats back out there. They're set to kick it away for the first time tonight. Braden Rickles set the ball at the 30. The Warriors expecting the onside kick. They've got Brody Sternhagen back deep being the 15 in this case. As they've got 4 players right at midfield, another 3 back around the 30, intending the onside kick. Braden Rickles and Connor Clark both going back to potentially send it away. We'll see who does. As they take their approach, this one's going to be Clark. Onside kick does just get the necessary 10 yards, but it'll be fielded right around midfield by one of those front linemen for HLV. That was Braxton Rorit, senior offensive lineman for the Warriors. Recovered the onside kick, and they'll take over 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to spot the ball right around midfield. They will spot it at their own 39, and that's where the Warriors will have it. As they come up to the line, Gorsh stands in the shotgun. He's got a back behind him. And one of the upbacks over there to the left takes the handoff. He's going to give it over to the back. There is Henstorf. He's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss, as Max Henstorf is the ball carrier. Taken down to the backfield for a loss of 1. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Ball spotted at their own 38 with just under 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Wildcat defense did a good job of getting there right away, as he had given them trouble on their previous possession. Gorsh in the shotgun, back to his left. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Cruz. He's got a hole there. He's past midfield, going to the 30. He's still going to the 25. Hansen just trips him up. Just shy of that 20-yard line, about the 23. As the Warriors showed pass, they had 3 wide receivers out there, but they instead ran it with Donovan Cruz. And looks like they're actually going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line. In Wildcat territory, that's where HLV will have it 1st and 10. So the Warriors come up to the line. They're going to split 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun with Henstorf to his right. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. A little bit of a hole, but he's met right away by the Wildcats right when he got going. Central City met him about a yard past the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. As the ball is going to be spotted at the 23-yard line after the 1-yard quarterback keeper there by Kyler Gorsh, junior quarterback for the Warriors. Just under 2 minutes remaining in our opening quarter of play, as the Warriors are going to go on the I formation. Gorsh under center with Cruz at fullback and Hensdorf at running back. Takes a snap, hands it off to Hensdorf. He breaks out of a tackle. He's going to be taken down. Looks like past the 20 up to the 19-yard line. Has broke out of a tackle there in the backfield. Managed to get a few yards out of the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. The ball is at the 19. They need the 14 to move the chains. After the 5-yard run there by Max Hensdorf. Warriors come to the line. Gorsh stands in the shotgun. He's got Hensdorf to his right. Takes a snap. He's going to throw. Clean pocket. Now some pressure comes. Gets rid of it towards the end zone. It's going to be caught by Cruz. Crosses the goal line. And that's going to be an HLV touchdown. Jaden Hansen was in coverage. Just had a step on him. Hansen made the tackle right away, but he caught it just shy of the goal line and fell forward for the touchdown. Looks like HLV will attempt the extra point once again. Ballard will snap, Cruz will hold, and Ben Tice to attempt the kick. 1 for 1 in the night, 11 of 12 on the year. A little bit of a high snap, gets it down, kicks on the way, looks good, and it is good. As he knocks in the extra point, with 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter, our score, HLV 14, Central City 8. So the Wildcats give up another touchdown there after they scored their own touchdown on the previous possession. The six points for the touchdowns plus 2 for the 2 extra points, 14 for the Warriors. Wildcats just the 1 touchdown, but they got the 2-point conversion. So they trail it by just 6. 14-8 our score here. As Matthew Klosterman and Lucas Greif back deep to return for the Wildcats. Ben Tice will set the ball on the tee and send it away from the 30. Like I said, under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Wildcats trail it by 6, 14-8. As Tice will march off his steps, stand at the 20 and get set to take his approach. Tice takes his approach, sends it away. Probably his best kick of the night, as that one will land about 8 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback. His second touchback of the night, second touchback in a row. And the Wildcats will take it out of their 15-yard line. That's where they'll start this next possession. Ball spotted at the 15, 1st and 10 from Central City, deep inside their own territory after the touchback. As the Wildcats break the huddle. Hansen and Klosterman stand in the shotgun. Lucas Greif to the left. Takes a snap. Klosterman will go to the right, got a little bit of room. Past the 20, breaks out of a tackle past the 25, and he's going to be dragged down up to the 30-yard line. Nice run there by Klosterman, dragging a Warrior with him for a 15-yard gain. 1st and 10 Central City from their own 30. After Klosterman broke out his first kind of breakaway run of the night, he's been really held in check so far, but got some nice yardage there. So 1st and 10 Central City from their own 30 as they come to the line. Potentially last play of the quarter here with 30 seconds to go. Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap. Klosterman takes it. He's going to the right. He breaks away. He's going to be dragged down by the ankles for a gain of 5. Got it up to the 35-yard line. Somebody got him there by the ankles. Other than that, it looked like he had a big boost of speed coming. Might have gotten several more yards if not for that tackle. And that is going to do it for the first quarter, it looks like. Both teams just content to watch the clock roll down and take it to the second quarter. As we've played a quarter of football here from Central City, our score, HLV 14, Central City 8. So good first quarter of football there. Wildcats trail, but only by 6, 14-8. And while we've got a timeout on the field, go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. So when we come back here for the second quarter of play, Wildcats will have it 2nd down and 5, ball at their own 35-yard line. As both teams take the field, Wildcats will work right to left, defending the end zone to my right. Warriors working left to right, defending the end zone to my left. Wildcats with possession of the ball to begin the second quarter. Hansen and Klosterman in the backfield. Lucas Greif split to the left, tight to the line of scrimmage. Klosterman takes a snap, nearly trips in the backfield. Not much room there. He's going to be taken down after a gain of 1. As several Warriors were there right away to hold Klosterman. Looks like they might actually not give him anything on the spot. Looked like they were going to spot it after a yard, but they actually spotted it right at the 35, so no gain in the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Like I said, ball at the 35. Same formation, Hansen and Klosterman back to take the snap. As it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. Central City forced to use a timeout. Must have been some confusion as Coach Myers forced to use his second timeout of the half. Wildcats have 1 remaining. We've got 11:27 remaining in the second quarter, and our score remains HLV 14, Central City 8. So once we come back from the timeout, the Wildcats will have it 3rd down and 5 from their own 35. Big play here as they can't be punting it away, as HLV's offense looked pretty good those first couple possessions. They'll really need to see if they can get the first down here. So 3rd and 5 once the teams come out of the timeout. 11.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. As both teams come back onto the field. HLV defense looking to hold the Wildcats here on 3rd and 5. Wildcats will look to move the chains. Lucas Greif is split to the right. Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap. Now Klosterman's going to go in motion. Both receivers, Greif and Klosterman out to the right. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw pressure in his face right away. Rolling left, gets rid of it down the field. Rickles, the intended receiver. He can't quite make the grab as he was forced right along that left sideline. Ben Tice with some pretty good coverage as well. That incompletion will bring up 4th down and 5 as Jaden Hansen had pressure in his face pretty much as he took the snap. It doesn't look like the punt team's coming out there for Central City, so they might be going for it here on 4th and 5. Donovan Cruz is back deep anticipating the punt, but it doesn't look like that's the unit that's out there as the offense is still on the field. Warriors only have 7 as Cruz now comes up to play some defense. Wildcats have 3 receivers left. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. And we've got a timeout on the field as HLV's coach calls a timeout as Donovan Cruz was back deep to return the punt. Like I said, they were anticipating a punt. And Cruz had to run up. There was a bunch of confusion, so probably not a bad idea there to use the timeout. That is the Warriors' first of the first half. They have 2 remaining. With 11:20 remaining in the second quarter, our score remains HLV 14, Central City 8. So the Wildcats kept the offense on the field there for 4th down, but with the timeout, no play was run to this point. They'll look to go for it here after the timeout. They need midfield to move the chains as they currently have it at their own 35-yard line. Wildcats trail it by 6 after they went 3-and-out in their opening possession, gave up a touchdown to the Warriors. Then they scored a touchdown in their own right with the 2-point conversion. Warriors scored another touchdown in their next possession to take the 14-8 advantage. Both teams back out there as the Wildcats are going to split 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hansen stands by himself in the shotgun. Hansen takes a snap. Blitz comes. He gets rid of it to Greif. He'll be close. No, he's going to be dragged down a yard or 2 shy of the first down. Max Henstorf made the play for the Warriors. Their sophomore linebacker came up and made the play. He'll come up along 2 yards away, and they will take over 1st and 10. We'll call that 3 yards, actually. 1st and 10 HLV from the Central City 37-yard line. They'll have it in Wildcat territory. Gorsh stands on the shotgun. He's got Cruz to his left, takes a snap, hands it off to Cruz. He's going to the right, cuts it back up the middle. He's going to be dragged down just shy of the 30-yard line. Looks like it was Braden Rickles as well as David Munyakazi on the stop for Central City. As Cruz got it up to about the 32-yard line. We'll call that 2nd and 4 for HLV, as they're already back to the line. Two receivers left, one to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun with Hensdorf to his right. Hands it off to Hensdorf. He's got some room. He's going to be close to a first down. Looks like the spot might just give it to him. Although it could also be a half yard short, and they are going to signal third down. It's very close. Head referee runs in to take a look for himself. Thinking it over now. And they are going to call for an official's timeout. I think they're going to measure. So they will bring the chain gang out there and measure the ball, see if it was in first down yardage there or not. It's very close. Initially, I thought he had it, but it will depend on the spot. As they'll stretch out the chains. Looks like it might be just short. As that is going to be the indication. Third down after the ball was just inches short. It's very close. It'll bring up third down in inches. Ball is at the 27-yard line in Central City territory. Third and inches for the Warriors. They're going to go in the I formation. Gorsh under center. Cruz is the fullback. Hensdorf the running back. It's going to be option play there as Gorsh kept it, got the first down and more. He's going to be held up in midair by the Wildcats as Rickles was going to kind of try and slam him down there, but momentum wouldn't allow him to do so. Gorsh got it up to the 24-yard line. That's what will be first down and 10 for HLV in Wildcat territory. After Kyler Gorsh went with the option play, decided not to hand it off to Cruz, and then could have pitched to Hensdorf, but he kept it himself and got enough for the first down. As the Warriors come up for the first and 10 play from the 24, one receiver left, two to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun. It's going to be a fake handoff. Will keep it himself. Trying to find some room. Slips in the backfield, but he does manage to plunge forward for a couple yards, maybe one. And looks like his knee actually touched earlier than initially thought. He'll gain just a yard there. It'll be second and a long 9 from the 23. As the Warriors come back up to the line, looks like they're going to be, nope, not I formation. They've got an up back there on the right side of the field. Gorsh in the shotgun. Cruz is behind him. It'll be a pitch to Cruz on the right. A little bit of room. He's got some blockers as well. He'll be dragged down just past the 20 up to about the 19. That'll bring up third down. Nice job there by Braden Rickles to get in there and make the stop. As that'll bring up third down, and we'll call that 5. At the 19, they need the 14 to move the chains. That's third and a long 5 for the Warriors. Hensdorf, the up back on the right. Gorsh takes the snap. He's going to throw after faking the pitch. Gets rid of it. It's going to be incomplete. Nearly caught by the second player there for HLV. Donovan Cruz couldn't bring it in, but Jack Cheney was right there, the former starting quarterback, now playing some receiver. Made a diving effort, but couldn't quite bring it in after the incompletion off the hands of Tice. So fourth down now. It'll be fourth down in the long 5. Ball's at the 19-yard line. As the HLV Warriors come up to the line, fourth down in the long 5. Gorsh in the shotgun. Cruz to his left. It'll be a handoff to Cruz. Now he hands it off to Hensdorf. He's got a lot of room there. He'll break out of a tackle. Drag down inside the 5. And smart play there by the Warriors. They caught the Wildcat defense there. As double handoff, he originally gave it to Cruz, then gave it to Hensdorf, who managed to bring it several yards down the field. Inside the 5, they'll spot that at the 4. It'll be first down and goal for the Warriors. First and goal, HLV from the 4. They're in the I formation. Gorsh under center. Hands it off to Hensdorf, and he's met in the backfield and brought down for a loss by Marcus Prusman. The senior linebacker making a nice play there on first and goal. Looks like a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 6. It'll be second down and goal. Ball's going to be spotted at the 6-yard line after Marcus Prusman tackled Hensdorf 2 yards in the backfield on first down. Warriors are going to split a receiver left, 2 to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun. He's got Cruz to his left. It'll be a handoff to Cruz. He's got one man to beat, breaks out of a tackle. Now he's going to be dragged down by a couple of Wildcats there, a couple yards shy of the end zone. It'll be 3rd down and goal. The ball is going to be spotted at the 2. So HLV 2 yards away from the end zone on 3rd down. As they lose 2 on the first play, gain 4 on the second play. 3rd and goal from the 2. I formation for the Warriors. Gorsh under center. Cruz and Hensdorf the backs. It'll be a handoff to Hensdorf. Plunges up the middle. He's close. He did cross the goal line. Touchdown, HLV. HLV gets their 3rd touchdown of the night. 20-8 our score as they'll attempt the extra point. Try to extend the lead. Donovan Cruz will hold it, and Ben Tice will attempt the PAT. Snap is good, it's down, kicks on the way, and he just snuck it in over to the right side of that left goal post. Extra point is good as he makes his 3rd of the night. With 7:02 remaining in the second quarter, our score, HLV 21, Central City 8. So the Wildcats will look to get the ball moving here as they failed on 4th down their previous possession. They'll look to get the offense going here against the HLV Warriors, who they have not been able to stop to this point. That makes it important that they score when they have the football. Matthew Klosterman and Lucas Greif back deep to return for Central City. Ben Tice set to kick off for HLV. His last 2 kickoffs have gone in the end zone for touchbacks. His first was fielded at the 5. Tice comes up to the ball, sends it away. Long booming kick, fielded at the 2. Greif will bring it out. Up to the 10, 15, cuts it inside, but he's going to be brought down. There's a flag on the play. Thrown as Greif was hit. So we'll see what the call is. Greif fielded at the 2. Here comes the call. There's going to be a block in the back against the Wildcats. So I believe that'll be either 10 yards or half the distance. Looks like it was the 19, so maybe half the distance. They're going to spot that at the 9-yard line. And that is where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10, deep inside their own territory from their own 9. As the Wildcats go up to the line, 71 yards away from the end zone. Hansen and Klosterman stand in the shotgun. Klosterman takes a snap, going to the left. Breaks out of a tackle there in the backfield. He's got a little bit of room to go along the sideline. Got to pass the 30. Dragged down. Had one man to beat. It was a foot race to the end zone. And Donovan Cruz caught him. But he did manage to bring the ball all the way from the 9 up to the 31-yard line. And that is where Central City will have 1st down and 10 after the nice 1st down run there by Aiden Klosterman. Nice breakaway run there from Klosterman. Had some pressure right away, but didn't let any of the Warriors take him down. As Klosterman and Hansen stand in the backfield here. It'll go to Klosterman again, going to the right this time. Cuts it up the middle. He's got to pass the 35. There's a flag on the play, however. And looks like the initial indication from the referee was holding, so this may be coming back. It's going to be holding, called against the Wildcats. That'll be 10 yards from the spot. Looks like they spotted it at the 31. So they'll spot the ball all the way back at the 21-yard line, and it'll be 1st down and 20.
Wildcats will have it 1st and 20 from their 21-yard line.
It's about a 5-yard gain on the carry by Klosterman, taken off the board. Instead, 10-yard penalty, bringing up 1st down and 20 from their own 21. Lucas Greif split out to the left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion to the right. Klosterman takes the handoff. He will keep it himself. Got some room to go. He's got to pass the 35. Dragged down just shy of midfield. That's a nice run there from Klosterman. Gets him all the way up to the Wildcat 38-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and short. We'll call that 2nd and 3. As Klosterman picked up 17 yards there on the carry. Nice job from Klosterman. He's has a really Nice couple breakout runs there this possession to get them out of bad situations. Wildcats 2nd and 3 from their own 38. Snap goes to Hansen. He'll keep it himself on the right. Breaks out of a couple tackles, taken down, but he should have enough for the first down. Looks like he will. Got to the cross midfield. Up to, looks like the Wildcat 38-yard line. So we gained 4 there, as that was enough to move the chains on 2nd and 3. 1st and 10 Central City from the HLV 38. We've got just over 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. HLV leads it 21-8. Wildcats with the ball, 1st and 10 from the HLV 38. Arwen Betzer's going to split out right. Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap. Betzer comes in motion to the left. Klosterman takes a snap. He'll keep it himself. Breaks out of a tackle. He's going to be taken down past the 35 up to about the 33-yard line. Gained about 5 there on the carry, up to the 33. 2nd down and 5 for Central City after Aiden Klosterman picks up 5 on 1st down. Jaden Hansen runs in the play call from the sideline. As the Wildcats break the huddle, Lucas Greif will split out to the left. Hansen in the shotgun is now Lucas Greif will actually line up on the right. Now he motions to the left. It'll be a handoff to Greif going to the left side of the field. Matt in the backfield, he's brought down for a loss. Thrown down aggressively there from Boston York. Leading tackler for HLV. Met Lucas Greif in the backfield and wasted no time getting him to the ground. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 4 on the play all the way back to the 37. After picking up 5 on 1st down, Wildcats lose 4 on 2nd down. That'll be 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9 Central City from the HLV 37. 3 receivers left. Hansen stands on the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pressure in his face, rolling to his right. Might just take off. Now he gets rid of it. Lucas Greif there. Can he pull in the catch? He did. What a catch there by Lucas Greif. Greif lays out for the one-handed catch. As that'll move the chains, they'll get it all the way up to about the 26-yard line. It's a really nice catch there from Greif along the sideline. Moves the chains as the Wildcats possession stays alive. 1st and 10. HLV 26-yard line. 3 minutes and counting in the second quarter. Just a few minutes away from halftime as the Wildcats are driving it down the field. Lucas Greif split out to the right. Hansen and Klosterman there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion to the left. Klosterman fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle. He's going to be past the 20, spins out of a tackle, taken down at the 19. Nice 1st down run there by Klosterman. Will set up 2nd down and 3. Wildcats have it at the HLV 19-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. As Central City comes up to the line. Believe that's Greif split out to the right. Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun. Greif comes in motion to the left. Hansen takes a snap. He's going to throw. Some better protection in the pocket this time. Into the end zone for Rickles. It's out of his reach. Incomplete. Couldn't quite catch up to it to make the grab. Nice effort there in the back of the end zone from Rickles, but he couldn't quite catch up to the football. As the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. The ball is at the 19-yard line in HLV territory. Wildcats need the 16 to move the chains. It looks like Aiden Klosterman is going to come out of the game for this 3rd down play. Wildcats break the huddle. 3 receivers left. Hansen stands by himself in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to keep it going to the left. He'll be close. He'll have it. 1st down and more. Breaks out of a tackle, and he's going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Central City. As Jaden Hansen took the direct snap, went to the left side of the field in the designed quarterback run, broke out of a tackle, beat another man down the field, and crosses the goal line for a score. So Central City now trails just by 7, 21-14, as they'll go for 2. Try to make the game even closer here. Could make it 21-16 here with the 2-point conversion, make it just a 5-point game. Wildcats with 3 players running into the huddle. Yoder, Klosterman, and Hansen. 10 seconds left on the play clock as the referee puts his arm in the air, now down to 5. Wildcats need to snap it. They've got about a second left. They do just get it off in time. Hansen rolling to his right, gets rid of it back of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete as Max Hensdorf got his hand on it. Ball falls to the ground. So 2-point conversion's no good. With 1:59 remaining in the second quarter, our score, HLV 21, Central City 14. So the Wildcats trail by just 7 after punching the ball into the end zone in that previous possession. Nice long drive down the field from Central City with some timely runs by Aiden Klosterman, as well as a diving circus catch from Lucas Greif along that far sideline, capped off by a quarterback keep from Jaden Hansen to bring it across the goal line for a 19-yard touchdown. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the half. Wildcats will need to make sure they keep HLV out of the end zone, as HLV will get it first to start the second half. Braden Rickles is going to set the ball on the tee right at that 30-yard line. HLV has 4 players at midfield, 3 at the 30, and 1 back at the 15. As Rickles and Clark get set to send it away. Clark kicked the first one tonight. They take their approach. It's going to be Clark once again, onside kick. Takes a funny hop, but they field it. It's going to be returned just shy of midfield, as that was Ben Tice on the return. He fielded it just in front of the 30 and brought it to about the 39-yard line. And that is where HLV will take over first and 10, a yard shy of midfield at their own 39. A minute 54 on the clock as the Wildcats trail it by 7. HLV splits 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gorsh takes a snap, hands it off to Hensdorf. He's met in the backfield by Christopher Greif and dragged down for a loss. Nice hit there by Christopher Greif. Lays a big hit on Max Hensdorf. They'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 39 as the clock continues to roll down to a minute and a half after the run play. Gorsh under center in the I formation. Takes the snap. He loses it. Ball's on the ground. He's going to be dragged down to the backfield. Ball came loose. Now Cruz going down the left sideline. He has some room to go. Past the 30. He's going to be dragged down close to a first down. As Kyler Gorsh dropped the snap, fumbled it, but Donovan Cruz picked it up and brought it about a half yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The ball is just shy of the 30-yard line in Wildcat territory. Just over a minute to go in the second quarter. Back in the I formation of the Warriors. Gorsh under center, takes the snap. He's going to play action pass, looking to throw, gets rid of it. Intended for Cheney. Jaden Hansen picks it off, and he's got some room to run. Back to 20, past the 30-yard line, still going. Cuts inside past midfield, dragged down just shy of the 30. As what a change in events there. Jack Cheney was the intended receiver for Kyler Gorsh's pass, but Jaden Hansen picked it off and returned it all the way to the HLV 35. And just like that, the Wildcats have a chance to maybe take a shot to the end zone here before halftime. 45 seconds to go. Wildcats with 1 timeout left and 35 yards away from the end zone. Wildcats have, there we go. They had 9 in the huddle, but Dayton Price runs off, so now they're back to 8. They come up to the line. They'll have Luke Bird split to the left, or the right rather. Aiden Klosterman stands in the shotgun. He's got a timeout on the field. HLV calls a timeout. That is HLV's second timeout of the half. They have 1 remaining. With 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter, our score, HLV 21, Central City 14. And while we've got a timeout on the field, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So HLV already back on the field. The Wildcats will join them in just a moment. As HLV called timeout before the Wildcats started this possession. They have it 1st and 10 after the Jaden Hansen interception at the HLV 35. Luke Bird split to the right, but Braden Rickles left early. That'll be a 5-yard penalty for false start as Rickles came out of his 3-point stance and started running his pass pattern. Got about 5 yards down the field before realizing nobody else had started playing yet. There's a discussion here, though, so who knows? Maybe somebody from the other team prompted him. I don't know what else the discussion would be about. He clearly moved. Now 4 referees are in on it, so something's going on here. We've got the call, and it will be against HLV. Somebody from the Warriors either was over the ball or maybe prompted Rickles' movement, and that's why he moved. Regardless, Wildcats kind of get lucky there. They'll have it 1st and 5 from the HLV 30. Same formation. They're right back up the line. Klosterman's going to throw. Gets rid of it. It's going to be incomplete, just a little bit too high for Lucas Greif. As Hansen kind of clapped his hands together after, or rather Klosterman clapped his hands together after throwing it, knowing he just overshot his target there. Greif had a couple of steps on his defender with the ball just a bit overthrown. That will stop the clock with 43 seconds remaining in the half. Wildcats face 2nd and 5 from the HLV 30. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jaden Hansen stands by himself in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pretty good protection in the pocket. Gets rid of it across the middle for Rickles. It's going to be incomplete. Ben Tice comes across. Makes a nice play to knock the ball out of Rickles' hands. Incomplete. As Rickles looked like he had a step, but Ben Tice made up that distance quickly. As the 2nd down incompletion will make it 3rd down and 5. The ball is still spotted at the HLV 30, and we've got 38 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Luke Bird split out to the right. Aiden Klosterman stands in the shotgun, takes a snap. It's a low one, but he'll handle it. Gives it over to Greif. He's going to throw. He falls down, but he keeps his feet. Intended for Luke Bird's jump ball is going to be picked off. No! Max Hensdorf couldn't make the play. As Lucas Greif lost his footing, almost fell down, but he wasn't down by contact because he let his hand hit the ground to keep his body from touching. So kind of a crazy play there as the ball was up in the air. Jump ball opportunity between Max Hensdorf and Luke Birds. Hensdorf won it, but couldn't make the grab as he dropped the ball incomplete. So 4th down and 5 for the Wildcats. Ball at the HLV 30. 3 receivers left. Hansen stands in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Clean pocket. Now the pressure comes. Gets rid of it down the field. Marcus Prusman's there. It's going to be caught. What a grab. What a grab by Marcus Prusman. As that'll get it inside the 5 all the way up to the 2. Marcus Prusman went up for the ball, made an impressive catch. And Central City's going to use their last timeout just like that. They're knocking on the door 2 yards away from the end zone. Timeout Wildcats. That is their 3rd and final timeout of this opening half. And with 23 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter, our score HLV 21, Central City 14. So a huge 4th down catch there by Marcus Prusman. Carlson says I need to say the Prus is loose as Marcus Prusman makes an impressive catch there along the left sideline. Got in front of his defender almost like he was boxing him out in basketball. Went up and high pointed the ball to make the catch and then fell to the ground and held onto it. Prusman, not really somebody that goes in pass patterns all that often, but he did so effectively there as he gets it up to the 2 as the Wildcats and Warriors retake the field. 1st and goal, Central City from the 2. They're in the I formation. Hansen under center. Yoder and Klosterman to the backs. Hansen keeps himself. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Did he cross the goal line? He's close. They think the final push will get him. He never left his feet. Touchdown Wildcats. And they're a 2-point conversion away from taking the lead with 16 seconds remaining in the half. There was a mass of humanity there in the middle of the field. Ultimately, in the middle of it was Jaden Hansen, who never left his feet. He crossed the goal line with a little bit of assistance from his line and the backs behind him. And Jaden Hansen scores his 2nd touchdown of the night on the ground. Wildcats trail it by 1, 21-20. 2-point conversion upcoming here as Hansen will jog onto the field with the play call. Wildcats 1 of 2 on 2-point conversions tonight. This will decide who goes into halftime with the lead, barring anything crazy in the last 16 seconds. 3 receivers to the right, Hansen in the shotgun. Prusman now is going to motion all the way to the right side of the field along the sideline there. Hansen takes the snap. He's going to roll right, pressure in his face right away, gets rid of it. Ball's in the air, incomplete. It's actually being intercepted back there by Donovan Cruz. Of course, he can't return the interception off of a two-point conversion. So the two-point conversion is no good. We've got 16 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Our score, HLV 21, Central City 20. What a turn of events there, as it looked like the Wildcats were maybe going to surrender a touchdown as HLV was moving it down the field. But all of a sudden, a Jaden Hansen interception gives the Wildcats the ball. A huge catch by Marcus Prusman, a couple yards shy of the end zone, gives them first and goal. And Jaden Hansen keeps it in the quarterback sneak to score the touchdown and get him within a point here with just a few seconds remaining before the halftime break. Kickoff team out there for the Wildcats is the HLV kick return team also on the field. Connor Clark is going to set the ball on the tee. As he takes the ball now and sets it down. HLV again anticipating the onside kick. They've got 4 guys at midfield, another 3 around that 30-yard line. It looks like Favre Weber is going to be the other potential kicker here. He's the Wildcats' best deep kicker. As we'll see if they decide to kick it long here. Weber takes his approach. Line drive kick, squibs all the way back to the 15. It's going to be fielded there. Returned up to the 25, still going to the 35, and going to be dragged down just a couple yards shy of that 35, rather. He did get it past the 30. Looks like that was Brady Sternhagen on the return. They're going to spot the ball at the 33-yard line, and that is where they will have it first down and 10. That return took 6 seconds off the clock, so there are 10 seconds remaining in the half. Lucas Greif is back there playing safety, making sure nothing gets behind him. Gorsh in the shotgun, hands it off to Cruz up the middle. Betzer's there to take him down right away. Dayton Price helps him out. But he did fall forward for a decent gain there, got it up to the 39. As HLV is going to use their, I believe, third and final timeout. We've got 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and our score is HLV 21, Central City 20. Looks like they're resetting the clock up to 6 seconds. So there will be 6 seconds on the clock when we resume play here after the timeout. HLV's already onto the field. 6 seconds remaining in the half. I'm still waiting on the clock here. It'll be second down and 4 for HLV from their own 39. As a couple extra seconds ran off there at the end, so referee saying they need 6.6 seconds, or 6.0 seconds on there. We've got it. Second and 4 from their own 39, but one of the HLV linemen jumped. Believe that was Boston York. He's the leading tackler defensively for the Warriors. Also playing offensive line, but he jumped there. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Ball will be moved back to the 34. Second down and 9 for the Warriors now, as there's still 6 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Gorsh in the shotgun. Believe that's Cruz to his left. He'll hand it off to Cruz. Double hand off to Hensdorf. He's got some room past midfield. Dragged down. Still on his feet, but finally brought down close to that first down. But that will set the clock to all zeros. And that will do it for half number 1 here from Central City. We've played 24 minutes of football from Central City, and our score, HLV 21, Central City 20. So an exciting first half of football there as the Wildcats scored late to bring it within a point. As the Wildcats jog off the field, across the track, and across the street into their locker room. HLV taking a knee behind the goalpost to my right. as 15 minutes and counting on the clock for the halftime break. Wildcats looked being a little bit of trouble there late in the half, but a touchdown late after a Jaden Hansen interception gave the Wildcats the football. They drove it all the way down, and Jaden Hansen scored the touchdown on the quarterback sneak. It was a really nice first half of football here from Central City. Wildcats do trail, but just by a point, 21-20. And while we're at halftime here, probably a good time to go ahead and take a peek at the Central City volleyball team. They've had a very exciting season. They won another post-game matchup last night, taking down the Prince of Peace Irish. And I'll pull up some information about our Central City volleyball team here momentarily. So Central City, after coming in, or making it to the semifinal round of the Tri-Rivers Conference Championship, ultimately falling to the conference champion Springville Orioles, they began postseason play on Monday, hosting Midland in a Region 7 first-round matchup. They won that 3-0, winning 25-10, 25-13, and 25-9 to take that 3-0 win. And then just last night, October 20th, they hosted another game. This time they hosted the Prince of Peace Irish, making the 2-hour drive all the way from Clinton to take on the Wildcats. They also won that one 3-0, and they were pretty dominant, especially in that second set. They won it 25-13, 25-8, and 25-17, taking the win 3-0. The Wildcats now get a little bit of time off. They won't play again until Monday, October 25th. And that will be a matchup against the Easton Valley Riverhawks. That's a team the Wildcats have beaten already this year. They just beat them recently in the quarterfinal round of the Tri-Rivers Conference Tournament on the 16th. They beat them 2-0. They'll look to do so again. And let's take a look at the bracket as a whole, see how the teams got here. So like I said, Easton Valley will have Easton Valley will be the quarterfinal opponent, I should say, for the Wildcats this coming Monday. That will be at Easton Valley, as they are the higher-seeded team. So like I said, Central City took down Midland and Prince of Peace both 3-0, after Prince of Peace took down Marquette Catholic 3-0. Easton Valley defeated Maquoketa Valley 3-1 in the opening round, as Cedar Valley Christian defeated Calamus Wheatland 3-1 as well. Then last night, Easton Valley defeated Cedar Valley Christian 3-0, and that is how we get our semifinal matchup in Easton Valley between the Riverhawks and your Central City Wildcats. On the other side of that bracket, in opening round matchups, Lone Tree defeated English Valleys 3-1 in a play-in game. Wapello defeated Morningstar Academy 3-0, and Winfield Mount Union defeated Highland 3-0. Then in the quarterfinals last night, Burlington Notre Dame, playing their first game of the postseason, defeated Lone Tree 3-0. And Winfield Mount Union traveled to Wapello and pulled off a 5-set win. They beat Wapello 3-2 to get themselves a date in the semifinals. Winfield Mount Union will be traveling to take on Burlington Notre Dame in a road game on Monday, 7 o'clock. The winner of that game will play the winner of Central City's game on Monday, either Easton Valley or your Central City Wildcats. And whoever wins the matchup between the two winners of the semifinals and the championship will be going on to the state volleyball tournament in Cedar Rapids. So Burlington Notre Dame, probably the biggest threat to end the Wildcat season. Of course, can't look past Easton Valley, but Burlington Notre Dame, a very strong team in their own right. A lot of their losses on the season have come to bigger teams. They lost matches against Waverly Shellrock, Bondurant Farrar, Wilton again, Xavier, North Scott, Dyke New Hartford, and most recently West Liberty. So 32-8 are Burlington Notre Dame. Winfield Mount Union is 22-10. Easton Valley is 20-8, and Central City is 20-13. The Riverhawks and Wildcats both 20-win teams. Wildcats have just played a few more games than Easton Valley. As that matchup, like I said, will be this coming Monday, October 25th in Preston. Wildcats will have a semifinal date with the Easton Valley Riverhawks. Definitely an exciting season for the Wildcat volleyball team. Made it to the Tri-Rivers Conference Championship bracket for the first time in school history since that was established in 2013. And now 2 games away from the state tournament. And now taking a look at some playoff matchups around the district. In the open, I mentioned the final standings of the 8-man District 5. I'll go over it again just to reiterate in case anybody wasn't listening in when I went through my open before the game started. So out of the 8 teams in 8-man District 5, here are the final standings. In 8th place was Calamus Wheatland. They went 0-7 in district play. 7th was Central Elkader. They were 1-6. In 6th place at 2-5 were your Central City Wildcats. In 5th place at 3-4 was Midland. 4th at 4-3, and sneaking into the playoffs with an at-large bid. One of the 2 teams to get one of those 2 at-large bids was Springville. They will have a first-round matchup at Turkey Valley this coming Friday. And then the 3 automatic qualifiers. In 3rd place at 5-2 was Edgewood Colesburg. The runner-up at 6-1 was Key. And the district champion with a perfect 7-0 record, taking down Key in an exciting matchup this past Friday, was Easton Valley. Like I said, they finished 7-0 in the district, 8-0 overall. So some playoff matchups around the district tomorrow night. Postseason football from 8-man District 5. Like I said, Turkey Valley will host the 4th place team in District 5, Springville. That'll be over in Jackson Junction. As the other road team will be Edgewood Colesburg. They will travel to Waco to take on Waco for their playoff first-round matchup. Of course, 32 teams in the playoffs for 8-man A, 1A, and 2A this year, while it will be just 16 in 3A, 4A, and 5A. That is why the smaller classes are done this week, and playoffs begin tomorrow night. Tomorrow night for the bigger classes, they will be concluding their regular season, and then they will move on to the playoffs with 16 teams a week from tomorrow. The other 2 playoff teams from the district will both be hosting their first-round matchups. Key, who is second at 6-1, will host Northwood Kensett tomorrow night, and the Easton Valley Riverhawks will host the Dunkerton Raiders in Preston tomorrow night, all games kicking off at 7 o'clock. One thing to note, the playoffs in the first round at least are not in a bracket format. It's just everybody has their matchup, and then once we bring teams down from 32 to 16, we will then put everything into a bracket, and from there you will play up until the Unidome in the semifinals, in which case I believe they reseed things once again. So we are at halftime here of tonight's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David Warrington coming to you from Central City. Wildcats trail HLV here at halftime by 1 point, 21-20. We've got about 6 minutes on the clock before we resume play for the second half. The Wildcats still in the locker room as HLV kind of moving around a little bit, standing over there in the goalpost to my right. As I'll quickly take this opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is invested in their communities and ready to help the local economy grow by helping your business or farm operation grow. Whether you need an operating loan, equipment loan, livestock loan, or real estate loan, Next Bank has great terms and rates that will help you move your business to the next level. Next Bank offices are located in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Central City, and Coralville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as always, have to give a huge thank you to Next Bank for all the help they give, making sure we are able to produce these Wildcat Sports broadcasts that I've been privileged to bring to you every Friday, all football season for the past 9 weeks. Although I guess tonight's Thursday, but you get my point. Every other game's been a Friday night game. Tonight a little weird because this is an extra game added on to the end of the regular season schedule between both the Wildcats and Warriors, who did not make the playoffs. And because this is not a postseason game, while postseason starts this week, it is required to be played on a Thursday. State doesn't want postseason and non-postseason games happening on the same night, understandably so. So the Wildcats taking on the Warriors here on a Thursday night. The Wildcats have exited the locker room now, and they're jogging onto the field. They're getting set to go for the second half. We've got 4.5 minutes remaining in the halftime break. The Wildcats will kick off to begin the second half here in a few minutes, as HLV won the coin toss earlier tonight, and they elected to defer their choice to the second half. Therefore, Central City received the opening kickoff, and they will send it away to begin the second half. Although always got to watch out for the onside kick when the Wildcats are concerned. May try to get the opening possession in the second half after all. In all likelihood, they probably will try it. Looks like Wildcats going to circle up and stretch, as HLV has yet to retake the field. Wildcats are the first ones back out there. As has become a bit of a routine here late in the season, Jaden Hansen playing catch with Marcus Shellhorn to get his arm loose for the second half. Hansen made a huge throw there late in that first half, connecting with Marcus Prusman along the left sideline to move the chains on fourth down and set up the quarterback sneak touchdown run by Hansen a play later. So Hansen making sure his arm's nice and loose for the second half. All the other Wildcats in a circle, stretching out. Of course, this is the final game of the year here tonight. Not a postseason game, so regardless of the outcome, both teams are done after this. Just 2 more quarters of football left in the 2021 Wildcat season. There's HLV still yet to take the field. Looks like they're probably getting close here, though. Starting to. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Sounds like they're going to add 3 more minutes for the stretch period. And then after that, we will be ready to go for the second half. Looks like the Wildcats done doing their team stretches. They'll now just stretch individually for a few minutes before they get set to go for half number 2. Again, Wildcats trail, but just by 1, 21-20. HLV is slated to get the first possession in the second half, although the Wildcats may have something to say about that. We'll see if they go for an onside kick to open the half. HLV now takes the field. They come over from their position over on the sideline to or behind the goal line to my right. Now back up on the field. Getting loose, starting to stretch out. Wildcats pretty much done stretching at this point, although HLV just took the field, and I believe we're going to have about 4 minutes here, 1 minute on the clock and another 3 for the stretch period. Website or an app, either one. Yeah, just look at my. Yeah, I'll post on Snapchat probably. Now Jaden Hansen and Lucas Greif playing catch, getting loose. Hansen standing at the goal line, Greif and also Shellhorn there standing at the 30, so 30-yard tosses from Hansen. Looks like HLV getting some team stretches in over there. Clock down to 20 seconds. Like I said, I think we're going to have an additional 3 minutes. As the Wildcats look ready to go, but the Warriors just got up about a minute ago. Central City will kick off to begin the second half. As earlier this evening, HLV won the coin toss and elected to defer. Of course, the Wildcats then chose to receive. as the clock has run down to all zeros, so we will have 3 minutes on there. Although both teams look ready to go, so we'll see if we actually wait out the entire 3 minutes. HLV's all huddled up over on that far sideline. Looks like they're actually taking the field. So we may be getting going here early. As all the HLV players now sprint down to the end zone. Maybe just part of their halftime routine. Now they all sprint back down the other side of the field. Looks like the Wildcat kickoff team starting to huddle up and get ready to go here in a couple minutes. Central City will presumably look to get the onside kick to begin the second half and trying to keep the ball out of the hands of HLV. If HLV does get it, Wildcat defense will need to lock in. Make sure they're holding the Warriors. Did a good job of picking off a pass there late in the half. They'll look to see some more of that in the second half. As both teams are out there, we're just about ready to start the second half of play here from Central City. As HLV will receive, Central City will kick it off. The Wildcats will work left to right and defend the end zone to my left. Warriors will work right to left and defend the end zone to my right. As the Warriors have 4 players at midfield, 3 at the 30, and back deep is Brody Sternhagen standing at the 15. Wildcat kickoff team in a huddle, waiting for the referees to come over. Still 45 seconds on the clock. I think the officials are waiting for that to run all the way down before they hand the ball to Clark or Rickles, whoever takes it. I believe it'll be Rickles. All 16 players are out there as now the referee jogs into the Wildcat kickoff team huddle, hands the ball to Rickles. He'll set the ball on the tee. And we're set to go here for the second half of play. As we've got 12 minutes on the clock. Second half of action just about to get underway. Rickles with his hand in the air. They approach the football. Clark will send it away. Onside kick. Bouncing, recovered at the 35-yard line, return past midfield. And the Warrior return man will be stopped right there. HLV will take over 1st and 10 in Wildcat territory. It was Ben Tice on the return. HLV will take over 1st and 10. They'll have the ball inside the Wildcat territory. Looks like they're going to spot that at the 39. HLV comes up to the line to begin the second half. They're in the I formation. Gorsh under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Henstorf on the carry. He drags a couple players, but he's going to be taken down for a short gain there. Looks like he gained a couple yards up to about the 37. We'll call that a 2nd down and 8. Gain of 2 there on the carry by Max Henstorf. As the Warriors back up to the line, 2nd down and 8. Gorsh in the shotgun. He's got Cruz to his left. Takes a snap, hands it off to Cruz, going to the right side of the field. Dayton Price meets him in the backfield, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. As Price was there right away. Nothing on the play for Donovan Cruz, as that'll set up 3rd down and 8. The ball is still spotted at the 37-yard line of Central City. Nice job by the Wildcats to contain the run game those first 2 plays. They'll look to do it again here on 3rd down. Warriors split 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gorsh stands in the shotgun. I believe he's got a player to his right there. He takes the handoff himself, and he'll be stopped for a short gain. As looks like he got it just past that 35 to the 34. That'll bring up 4th down. It's going to be 4th down and 5 here for the Warriors. They have the ball at the Wildcat 34. As we've got a little over 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As the Wildcats looking to get a fourth down stop here. 4th and 5 for HLV. Hensdorf to Gorsh's right. It's going to be a double handoff. Cruz ends up with it. He will have the first down and more. Still going to the 25. Brought down just inside the 25 at the 24. As they went with that double handoff again. Gorsh takes the snap. He handed it to Hensdorf, and then Hensdorf handed it to Cruz. Draws the Wildcat defense one way, and they end up running it the other. So they're actually going to spot it at the 25. 1st and 10 HLV from the Wildcat 25. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun. Screen pass over to Cheney. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down. No gain on the completion. Gorsh went with a screen pass over there to Jack Cheney on the left. Aiden Klosterman read it and stopped him in its tracks. Looks like he gained a yard there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball is going to be at the 24-yard line after HLV gained just a yard on the screen pass. Gorsh stands in the shotgun. He's got Cruz to his left. It's going to be a handoff to Cruz going to the right. Cuts it back. And he's going to still punch his legs forward up to the 20-yard line. And that'll set up 3rd down and about 6 for HLV. As they advance the ball up to the 20. Correction, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Ball to 20. They need the 15-yard line to move the chains. It's just 3rd down, remember. As the Warriors come up to the line, they're in the I formation. Gorsh under center, Cruz and Hensdorf for the backs. It'll be a play-action pass. Pressure in his face, gets rid of it towards the end zone. Tice is there, but he can't bring it in. Lucas Greif was there on the coverage, making the play. Good coverage by Greif, as a catch there would have resulted in a 1st and goal, if not a touchdown for the Warriors. But the incompletion brings up 4th down and 5. The ball is still spotted at the 20. HLV needs the 15 to move the chains and keep the drive going. Wildcat defense will look to stop him here on 4th down. Back in the I formation. Gorsh under center. It's going to be a play-action pass again. Gets rid of it. It's going to be caught, and he breaks out of a tackle. Cruz has the 1st down. He may have a touchdown, and he does. Touchdown, Warriors. As Donovan Cruz made the catch, Jaden Hanson hit him a yard shy of the 1st down, but he broke out of the tackle, and there were no other black jerseys there to get him. As Donovan Cruz catches the pass and brings it into the end zone for a score. HLV extends their lead 27-20, and Ben Tice will attempt the extra point. Believe it's going to be Tyler Ballard to snap. Cruz will hold. High snap. He gets it down. Tice's kick is on the way. It's up, and it's good as Ben Tice knocks in his 4th extra point of the night. He's only missed 1 of those all year. As with 8:08 remaining in the 3rd quarter, our score HLV 28, Central City 20. As the Wildcats give up the touchdown there in the opening possession, they had him to 4th down twice, but couldn't get the stop either time. There on 4th down of the previous possession, Donovan Cruz caught the ball a yard shy of the 1st down. Jaden Hanson hit him right away, but he broke out of the tackle and did the rest, bringing it across the goal line to extend this lead, 28-20 for HLV. As it looks like it's going to be Matthew Klosterman and Lucas Greif back to return for Central City as Ben Tice will set the ball on the tee at the 30. 4 players stand at midfield for the Wildcats with another 2 back at the 20. As Ben Tice marches off his steps, and he'll take his approach. Kicks away. It's another good one. That'll get way into the end zone. About 5 yards deep in the end zone. No doubt touchback on that one, as the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15, as they'll look to get the offense going here on this possession. So 1st and 10, Central City after the touchback from their own 15-yard line. They trail it by 8, 28-20. Still, of course, a one-possession game with a touchdown in the two-point conversion. Lucas Greif is split out to the left. Klosterman and Hansen stand in the shotgun. Greif comes in motion to the right. Hansen takes a snap. He's going to throw. Clean pocket. Gets rid of it down the field. Greif is there. Ball's in the air. It's going to be incomplete, as Greif actually had to come back and act like the defender there, or else Jack Cheney would have picked it off. But a nice job there by Greif to save the interception, as the incompletion will bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 15. Lucas Greif had a couple steps on his defender, but the throw just didn't quite get where it needed to get. It was a pretty far throw down the field. 8 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Wildcats trail by 8. Greif split out to the left again as he comes in motion once again. It'll go to Klosterman, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it going to the left side of the field. He's got some room. He's got the first down. He's still going, and he's going to be breaks another tackle. He's finally taken down past the 35. They might actually spot it right at that 35-yard line. Klosterman looked like he was down a couple times in that run, but just kept his feet moving and ultimately got a first down and more all the way up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 20 on the carry for Klosterman is enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10, Central City from their own 35. As they're going to go with the same formation, Greif split left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion again. Klosterman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps himself in the middle. Pass midfield, finally dragged down for a gain of about 7 there up to the 38-yard line. As a nice first down run by Klosterman will keep the Wildcats on schedule. They'll have 2nd down and 3. Looks like the referee along the other sideline actually spotted it at the 39, so we'll call that 2nd down and 6. Or 2nd down and 4, rather. 2nd and 4, Central City. Lucas Greif split out to the right. Hansen, Klosterman in the shotgun. Greif comes motion to the left this time. Hansen takes a snap. He'll keep it himself, going to the right side of the field. He'll be he spins out of a tackle there, but he's dragged down. Looks like he actually ended up farther back than he would have if he would have just gone down there originally. Looks like that'll get him about a yard there. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3. The ball is at the 38-yard line, as the Wildcats need the 35 to move the chains. As Hansen managed to pick up just a yard there on 2nd down. So 3rd and 3, Central City from the HLV 38. Lucas Greif split out to the right. Klosterman and Hansen back in the shotgun. Greif comes in motion left. Klosterman takes the snap. He'll keep it. He will have the first down, just gets enough to move the chains, as he brought it across the 35 up to the 34. Got 4 yards when they needed 3, and that will move the chains. 1st and 10, Wildcats from the HLV 34. It's like Christopher Greif is going to come into the game and replace his older brother Lucas, as Jaden Hansen runs into the play call, or runs into the huddle with the play call. As the Wildcats come up to the line, 1st and 10 from the HLV 34. Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap. He'll go to Hansen. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw, gets rid of it. Rickles is there. It's incomplete. Nice coverage by Ben Tice, as he manages to knock the pass away. Incomplete. Wasn't a whole lot Rickles could do there, as Tice, whatever space Rickles had there, Tice made it up in a hurry as he lunged out and knocked the ball away from Braden Rickles. Incompletion will make it 2nd down and 10. The ball is still spotted at the 35-yard line. As the Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage, Christopher Greifson there playing fullback for Central City. As the snap goes to Klosterman, he'll keep it up the middle. Stutter steps, now finds a little bit of room, but he's dragged down after a gain of just a couple there on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and long. It looks like he got it up to about the 33. We'll call that 3rd down and 8 for Central City. As the Wildcats come up to the line, Greif is going to split out to the right. with Hansen and Klosterman again. The duo back there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion to the left, and there's a flag on the play. False start is going to be called against the Wildcats. Didn't see who moved. But that will be a 5-yard penalty as the referee marches it off. That'll bring up third down, and we'll call that 12.
Procedure call. It'll be third down and 12.
As the Wildcats have it back at the 37-yard line. Greif split out right as he comes in motion again. It's going to be a fake handoff. Klosterman keeps it up the middle. He's got some room. Past the 30, still going to 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Wildcats. Aiden Klosterman takes it all the way for a 37-yard Wildcat touchdown as they convert there on the 3rd and long. Brings it all the way home for the score. Aiden Klosterman, he's been close to breaking off a long run several times tonight. Finally got it done there as the breakaway speed finished off the job there. And Central City will go for 2 to try to tie the game. They trail at 28-26 right now. They'll try to tie things up here in the 2-point conversion. Aiden Klosterman stands in the shotgun. Lucas Greif is split left. Klosterman takes the snap. He'll keep it. Punches it up the middle. He's close. Did he cross the goal line? Waiting for the call. One referee half-heartedly raises his hands, and that is the call. It is good. One referee didn't make a decision. The other halfway raised his arms, but that was enough. 2-point conversion is good. And with 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Wildcats tie things up. We are even. Central City 28, HLV 28. So a huge drive there from the Wildcats as they even things up after trailing by 8 going into the possession. Aiden Klosterman finishes it off with a clutch 37-yard touchdown run to even things up at 28 apiece. Now the Wildcat defense will need to hold the HLV offense, which they've struggled to do tonight. Kick return team's already out there for HLV. Again, Brody Sternhagen, sophomore running back, is back deep at the 15. 3 players at the 30 and another 4 at midfield. Braden Rickles sets the ball. Connor Clark sets the ball. As Favre Weber is the other kicker this time. As the Wildcats take their approach, Weber sends it away. Squib kick. Going to be fielded by Sternhagen back close to the 15. Returns it up to the 20. Still going to the 25. Got a burst of speed, but he's hit hard there by Weber. Favre Weber comes up and makes a big hit. Stopping Sternhagen in his tracks. HLV will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
HLV will have the ball 1st and 10.
Okay, clock, Carlson, clock. So 1st and 10 HLV from their own 33-yard line. Gorsch stands in the shotgun. He's got Sternhagen behind him as well as Henstorf to his left. Takes a snap. It's going to be handoff to Sternhagen. He's got a hole there. He's going to be taken down just shy of midfield, dragged down to the ground by Christopher Greif. Looks like he got it up to the 39-yard line. Gain of about 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. As I think that might be Brody Sternhagen's first appearance as a running back tonight. First carry goes for 6 yards. Now Gorsch in the shotgun. Sternhagen to his left and Henstorf to his right. Hands it off to Henstorf, going to the left side of the field. Christopher Greif wraps him up and knocks him down for no gain. As Greif makes his 2nd tackle in a row, that one is going to be for no gain. Took him down in the backfield. Henstorf was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for HLV. They're at their own 39. They need the 37 to move the chains. Gorsch in the shotgun with Henstorf behind him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his right. Clean pocket, gets rid of it. Cheney's there. It's incomplete. Lucas Greif comes in on the coverage. Ball was also a little bit overthrown. So that'll bring up 4th down and 4 here. HLV has it a yard shy of midfield. Got to assume they're going for it here. Or actually, looks like they might be punting. As Max Hensdorf stands at the 30 to send it away. Kind of surprised here. They're not even in midfield, and they're going to punt. Takes a snap, sends it away. Pretty decent punt. Greif will let it go. It's going to die right close to the 5-yard line. Really nice punt there by Hensdorf. Will set the Wildcats up deep in their own territory.
On the punt, it is down.
So looks like they're going to spot that right at that 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
Wildcats will take over first down and 10 deep inside their own territory with 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. We're all tied up 28 apiece as the Wildcats have a 75-yard field in front of them, but they'll look to drive down the field and take their first lead of the night. Lucas Greif split out to the left. Closerman and Hansen back there, standing right in front of their own goal line. Closerman fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle. He runs into a man. Now he's going to be taken down close to a first down. Nice recovery there by Closerman. Ran into somebody, not sure if it was a defender or his own blocker, but he recovered quickly. Ended up getting the ball up close to the 15-yard line. 14-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Second down and a long one for Central City. That same formation, Greif is split out left. Closterman and Hansen in the backfield. Greif comes in motion. Fake handoff, Closterman keeps it again. He won't get much on the carry, but he will get enough to move the chains. Needed a long one, got about 2 or 3. As Closterman will have it up to about the 17-yard line. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Clock continues to roll. We're down to under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. As the Wildcats try to drive down the field and take the lead. Greif split out right this time. Hansen and Closterman back there. There's a flag on the play right at the snap. It's going to be dead ball penalty. And it's going to be a false start against Central City. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And they'll bring up second down and 15. Or first down and 15, rather. So that'll bring it back to the 13-yard line. With a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. As the Wildcats come out of the huddle. Receiver split right. Greif comes in motion now. Snap goes to Closterman. He's going to keep it. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield and thrown down to the ground. Braxton Rohret made the play there, the left defensive end for HLV. Stopped Closterman in his tracks. And that'll set up second down and long. Ball back at the 13-yard line. As Jaden Hansen runs into the huddle with the play call. After no gain on the first down run, after the 5-yard penalty, Wildcats have second and 15 from their own 13. Greif to the right. Hansen and Closterman in the shotgun. Goes to Closterman. He'll fake the handoff. Or actually did hand it off to Greif. He's going to be taken down right around that original line of scrimmage there at the 19. That will set up close to a third down and 10 for Central City. We'll call that third down and 9 as they need the 27 to move the chains, currently at the 19 or 18-yard line, rather. As the Wildcats don't have to run another play here, I don't believe, but they certainly have the time to do so if they choose. Arwen Betzer is going to split out to the right with Hansen and Closterman back there to take the snap. Betzer comes in motion to the left. They get the snap off. Closterman falls down in the backfield. Nobody touched him. He just lost his footing. But that'll knock him all the way back to their own 15, and they'll probably have to punt, but not before we go to the fourth quarter. As we played 3 quarters of football here from Central City, we're all tied up. Our score, Central City 28, HLV 28. So while we've got a break in the action, I'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank represents a new approach to banking in Iowa. Expanded services, more technology, and increased personal attention. If you want to take your banking to the next level, Next Bank is for you. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So Wildcats will face a 4th and long here once we return to play momentarily. We're even at 28 apiece. Central City going to have to punt from their own territory. As the Wildcat punt team runs onto the field. We've got 12 minutes to go in the ball game as the 4th quarter gets set to go. 12 minutes remaining in the Wildcat football season here in the season finale. Jaden Hansen will snap. Aiden Klosterman will punt it away. He stands at his own 5. As we've got a flag on the play as the Wildcats motion as they usually do. But it's actually going to be against HLV. They're going to say HLV moved when the Wildcat punt team shifted. They're still going to punt it. It's still 4th and about 8. But they'll give a little more room there as Klosterman will stand at his own 10. Max Hensdorf's back deep to return. Little high snap, but no problem handling it. Just barely gets it away. Pretty good punt there by Klosterman. Takes a better bounce. And it'll be down inside the 20, all the way to the 17 before Luke Birds downs it. Really nice punt there from Aiden Klosterman. Over 40 yards. We'll call it 43 on the punt. All the way from 120-yard line to the other 17. So really nice punt there by Klosterman. Shifts the field position. HLV will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 17-yard line. HLV comes up to the line. They're going to be in the I formation. Hensdorf's the fullback. Sternhagen's the running back. It'll go to Hensdorf. Ball might have come out. It's on the ground. Wildcats might have it. They think they do. And they do. The official pointing Wildcats' way. And Central City recovers the fumble. It was a sloppy handoff from Gorsch to Hensdorf. And the Wildcat defense pounces on it. So the Aiden Klosterman punt will really come to switch things after the turnover. As the Wildcats get it inside their own 20, they'll take, or inside the HLV 20, I should say, they'll take over from the HLV 17-yard line. So the Wildcats just 17 yards away from taking the lead here with 11:45 to go in the ball game after the HLV turnover. Lucas Greif splits out left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take a snap. An HLV player runs in at the very last second. And it looks like they're going to decide to just call a timeout. As a player was in there at the very last second. So that is the first HLV timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining. And with 11:44 remaining in the ball game, our score Central City 28, HLV 28. So the Wildcats are backed up all the way to their own 15, but then as they motioned on their punt formation, one of the HLV defenders jumped off sides. That gave him an extra 5 yards to work with. Then Klosterman fielded a high snap, was faced with a lot of pressure right away, but didn't let it phase him, got rid of it. It was fielded all the way down at the HLV 17. Then after the turnover there by the Warriors, Central City gets it in great field position, 17 yards away from the end zone, 1st down and 10. We're early here in our 4th quarter of play, 11:44 remaining in the ball game as the Wildcats come up to the line. Lucas Greif again is split out left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Greif comes in motion. Hansen takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself going to the left. He's got a little bit of room, but he looks like he fell to the ground there as he gained just a yard. Had a pretty good entourage of blockers in front of him, but couldn't keep his feet. Gained about a yard there up to the 16. It'll be 2nd down in the long 9. Jaden Hansen runs in the play call. 2nd and 9 Wildcats from the HLV 16. Greif again split out left. Klosterman and Hansen in the backfield. Greif comes in motion. It'll be a fake handoff. Klosterman keeps it. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's going to be dragged down, finally taken down there about the 5-yard line. That'll move the chains and set up 1st and goal for Central City from the 5-yard line. Just under 11 minutes remaining in the game. Central City just about, we'll call that 6 yards away from taking the lead. We'll call it the 6-yard line. As Jaden Hansen runs in the play call, Wade Yoder will enter the game. Lucas Greif will come out. So Wildcats going to probably line Yoder up at fullback here as they come up to the line. Klosterman and Hansen in the backfield. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5. They get the snap off. Klosterman takes off, hit in the backfield, breaks out of a tackle. He's got room on the right side, and he's going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. They take their first lead since the first quarter. They lead at 34-28 with 10:15 remaining in the ball game, and the 2-point conversion upcoming. Klosterman was met 5 yards deep in the backfield, broke out of the tackle, broke out of another, and then had nobody in front of him over on the right side of the field. They lead at 34-28. They'll attempt the 2-point conversion here to try to bring the lead up to 8 points. Klosterman and Hansen in the backfield. Yoder over on the right at fullback. Klosterman takes a snap, going to the right side of the field. He's got an entourage. There's a flag on the play. He crossed the goal line, but there is a flag away from the play. And it's going to be a holding call. And that's a killer because that's one that just wasn't necessary. It was away from the play. Klosterman was already going to score. That's unfortunate. As we will replay the down 10 yards farther back from the spot. So they'll march off the penalty yardage here as they're going to completely flip up the formation here. Several players run on and off the field. Looks like Klosterman's one of the 3 that will run off as they'll march off the penalty yardage. Holding is 10 yards from the spot. So they're going to spot that at about the 13-yard line, maybe the 12. And that's where they will replay the down. 2-point conversion attempt from the 12-yard line. 3 receivers right as Prusman now motions all the way to the sideline. Hansen stands in the shotgun, takes a snap, pressure in his face, gets rid of it. Across the middle, it's going to be intercepted, but there is a flag on the play. Waiting on the call here. We've got, looks like, face mask called against HLV. So we will retry the 2-point conversion again. We'll see if third time's the charm on the conversion. Wildcats converted it the first time, but there was a holding call. Now the HLV Warriors forced the interception to make the 2-point conversion no good. But now we got a face mask penalty, so we'll retry it. And they'll set the ball at about the 5-yard line. So we'll see if third time's the charm for the Wildcats, see if they can simultaneously avoid committing a penalty and get the ball across the goal line. They come up to the line. Aiden Klosterman stands in the shotgun. Lucas Greif is split out to the left. Now they flip the entire line. It's overloaded to the right side. Klosterman takes a snap. He's going to roll to his left looking to throw. Got some pressure in his face. Gets rid of it towards the back of the end zone. It's going to be caught. Did he get it? No. Braden Rickles dropped it. Would have been a really nice catch there by Rickles, but he couldn't quite hang on to it. So third time is not the charm for the Wildcats, but they still take a 6-point lead. With 10:16 remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Central City 34, HLV 28. So the Wildcats crossed the goal line for the 2-point conversion their first try, but a holding penalty brought it back. Then threw an interception on their second try, but an HLV penalty gave them a third try. Ultimately unsuccessful on that third and ultimately final attempt. 2-point conversion after all that is no good. Wildcats still do lead it by 6 points though, as they'll send it away to the Warriors. HLV sticking with the same formation they've done all night. They've got 4 players at midfield, 3 at the 30. And Brody Sternhagen back at the 15 as the deep man. Connor Clark will set the ball on the tee at the 30. Connor Clark and Favre Weber, the 2 kickers here. As it's going to be Weber sending it away. Squib kick. Pretty good one back down to the 15. Picked up by Sternhagen, bringing it up to the 20. He's going to be wrapped up, brought down just past the 25-yard line. Christopher Greif does a nice job of getting down there and making the tackle. He's had quite a few tackles here tonight. Sternhagen returns it up to the 25. That's where HLV will take over, first down and 10 with 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. Gorsh runs into the huddle with the play call. That's Kyler Gorsh, quarterback for the Warriors. He leads his team up to the line of scrimmage. He's in the shotgun. I believe that's Sternhagen to his left. Hands it off. Sternhagen on the carry. Breaks out of a tackle. Finally brought down there by Betzer after a fairly short gain. Good job by Betzer there at defensive end, closing in on it and making sure there was nowhere for him to go. Gained about 3 there. Second down and 7 for HLV. The ball is just shy of the 30. We'll call that the 28. Gorsh in the shotgun. Sternhagen is again to his left. Takes a snap. Play action pass. He's going to throw. Gets rid of it. Pass is going to be caught. Did he stay in bounds? They're going to say, yes, he did. Pass was caught by Ben Tice along the Wildcat sideline. Has made an impressive diving catch as he was going out of bounds, or sliding catch, I should say. Will force a third down. Gained about 3 there. We'll call it third down and 4. The ball is at the 32-yard line of HLV. As Gorsh stands in the shotgun. It's going to be a pitch out to Hensdorf. He's going to be close. He's dragged out of bounds. I think he's going to be about a couple yards short. Good job of the Wildcat defense to stretch over there and make the play. He will be well short. A long 2 yards away. So 4th and a long 2 for HLV. We'll see if they go for it here. They're in their own territory at their own 34. But getting to the point in the game where you really can't be wasting possessions, so expecting them to go for it here, and it looks like the offense is still on the field. They will go for it here, 4th and 2 from their own 34. Gorsh in the shotgun, hands it off to Sternhagen, going to the left. He will have the first down, just barely. Needed 2, got 3, and that'll move the chains for HLV. So the Warriors just managed to move the chains. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 37. Here with a little over 9 minutes remaining in the ball game. Wildcats lead it by 6, 34-28. Gorsh in the shotgun with Hensdorf to his right. It's going to be a handoff to Hensdorf. Cuts up the middle of the field. Met right there by Dayton Price and Christopher Greif. The pair of sophomores meet him and knock him down for no gain. Couple young defensive players the Wildcats will lean on a lot the next couple of years. Already making big plays here as sophomores. No gain there from Hensdorf. And that'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball still at their own 37-yard line with now 8:45 to go in the game. Kyler Gorsh runs in the play call to the HLV huddle. As they're going to show a pass look here. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun with Sternhagen to his left. Takes a snap. He's going to pitch it out to Sternhagen on the option play. Nice burst of speed there by Sternhagen as he's going to be taken down close to a first down. Sternhagen really didn't play much in the first half, but he's played a little more here in the second half. He is very fast. Probably the fastest player on the field as he takes the handoff and just bursts ahead for a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd down and a long 1 for HLV. The ball is spotted at the 34-yard line across midfield in Wildcat territory. Gorsh in the shotgun. Sternhagen's behind him. Takes the snap. Pitches out to Sternhagen on the right. Some pretty good blocking there, but who was that? It was Wade Yoder. Came up and made a huge hit. Stopped Sternhagen in his tracks. Didn't give him a chance to get his speed moving. He will lose one on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 2. The ball is back at the 35-yard line. Huge hit by the senior. He has just about 7.5 minutes left in his football career. Huge hit there. Definitely wants to leave his mark here late. As looks like HLV is going to use a timeout. Big play upcoming. That is their 2nd timeout of the half. They have 1 remaining. With 7:25 remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Central City 34, HLV 28. Quickly here, I'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So after the Warriors lose one there on 3rd and 1, that sets up a huge 4th and 2 just inside Wildcat territory at the 35-yard line. The Wildcats come back onto the field here. Warriors join them. There's a huge play here in the game. 4th down and 2 HLV. They need the 33 to move the chains. Gorsh is under center in the I formation. Hensdorf and Sternhagen are the backs. It'll be a play action pass. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught, and that'll be a 1st down. Hensdorf made the grab. Jaden Hansen came in and got him for the tackle. He gained 5, just needed 2. That'll move the chains up to the Central City 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. It's another 4th down conversion for HLV. I want to say it's like their 4th of the night. Gorsh stands on the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left. He's going to run over to that left side using those receivers as blockers, but he's met right away by the Wildcat defensive line, and he's going to get nothing on the carry there. Good job by Central City to break through the line of blockers and get to him right away.
No gain on the play.
So Kyler Gorsh can't find any room there on the 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. The ball is still spotted at the Wildcat 30. Here with 6:40 to go in the game. Wildcats still lead it by 6, 34-28. They're in the I formation. Gorsh under center. Sternhagen and Hensdorf for the backs. It's going to be a handoff to Sternhagen. He's going to be brought down from behind by Munyakazi. Got it up to the 24-yard line. Looks like he gained 6. That'll set up 3rd down and the long 4 for HLV. They have it just past the 30, or the 25 up to the 20, or the 24 rather. They need the 20 to move the chains. 3rd down for HLV. They are going to stick in the I formation, as they have in the last couple plays. Gorsh under center. It's going to be a handoff to Sternhagen. He's got the 1st down and more, going to the 15, wrapped up just shy of the 10. We'll call that the 12. And that'll move the chains for the Warriors. Looks like they're actually going to spot that at the 13-yard line. As HLV moves the chains once again, Brody Sternhagen, sophomore running back for the Warriors, has been huge this 2nd half as he moves the chains once again. Same formation, Gorsh under center. It'll be a handoff to Sternhagen again. Stunner steps in the backfield, now has some room. He'll be close to a 1st down. It's going to be taken down at about the 5-yard line, a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Braden Rickles enters the game for Central City. Looks like Wade Yoder's going to come out. We've got 5:15 remaining in the ball game as HLV is driven all the way to the Wildcat 5-yard line. 2nd and 2. Same formation. Gorsh takes a snap, handoff to Sternhagen, going to the left. Met right away. It's going to be dragged backwards. Nothing there for Brody Sternhagen on the carry. As once again, Greif came up and made a play. Dayton Price will come into the game. Lucas Greif will exit. As it'll be 3rd down in a yard from the 4. That is the Wildcat 4. They're just 4 yards away from the goal line. HLV up to the line. Gorsh in the shotgun. Sternhagen to his left. It's going to be a handoff to Sternhagen going to the right. He's got a convoy of blockers. He's going to be dragged down across the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors. We're tied as they will go for the extra point to take the lead. Brody Sternhagen crosses the goal line for a touchdown. And Ben Tice will come out to attempt the extra point and try to give HLV a 1-point advantage here with 4:25 remaining in the game. As it is right now, we're all tied up 34 apiece. Ballard will snap, Cruz will hold, and Ben Tice will attempt the extra point. Big extra point here, good snap, kick is down, on the way, looks good, it is good. HLV takes the lead on Tice's 5th extra point of the night. And with 4:25 remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, HLV 35, Central City 34. So right now, the difference in the game is that holding call and the 2-point conversion earlier in the 4th quarter, where Klosterman crossed the goal line, but was called back via a holding penalty. But we've still got plenty of time remaining in the game. 4:25 on the clock. Plenty of time for Central City to come down and reclaim the lead. Matthew Klosterman and Lucas Greif are the two deep men for the Wildcats. They stand at the 5. A lot of Tice's kickoffs have gone into the end zone. I believe all but the opening kickoff of the game have gone in for touchbacks. As Ben Tice will set the ball on the tee at the 30 and get set to send it away. Other than the two deep men at the 5, Wildcats have 2 guys at the 27 and the other 4 right at midfield. Tice marches off his steps. And now he takes his approach. Kick is in the air. It's a wobbly one, fielded by Greif for the 5. Up to the 10, 15, still going to the 20. Cuts it back up the middle to the 25. And he's finally going to be stopped right around that 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it right there at the 25. Nice return there by Lucas Greif. Wildcats get 10 extra yards compared to if they would have had a touchback like they have several times tonight. And so Central City will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. They trail it by a point with 4:17 remaining in the game. Wildcats come up to the line. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap. Wade Yoder over to the left side of the field. Klosterman takes a snap, running to that left side, cuts it back up the middle, but he's going to be met in the backfield, maybe got a yard, as there just wasn't a whole lot of room there for Klosterman on that carry. It'll be 2nd down to the long 9 as he just got it over to the 21 or the 26-yard line, as we've got 4 minutes to play in the game. 2nd and the long 9 here for the Wildcats as they break the huddle. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. It'll be Klosterman again. He's going to throw, rolling out to his right, gets rid of it. Wobbly pass in the air. Nobody there as there wasn't a Wildcat in the area. Only player there was Jack Cheney, defender for HLV. He was hit as he threw, so that might have thrown some stuff off. So 3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Ball's at the 26. Need a big 3rd down conversion here to the Wildcats. As Jaden Hansen runs onto the field. Of course, this late in the game, we are in 4-down territory, so even if they don't pick it all up here, they'll have another play. Wildcats split 2 or 3 receivers to the left. Hansen in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to throw. Pressure in his face. He's going to be taken down for a sack as a couple of different white jerseys got to him. Looks like that was Matthew Krug and Xander McCauley that got him. He'll be sacked all the way back to the 20-yard line. 4th and 15 for Central City. As Marcus Shellhorn runs onto the field. So assuming we're going to see that 0 look with 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, it's really the only formation you see Shellhorn in on, so I'm assuming that's what we're going to see. Sure enough, that's what we've got. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. 4th and 15. They need the 35 to move the chains. Hansen takes a snap. Pocket breaks down. He gets rid of it. It's caught. That's going to be a 1st down. Braden Rickles, past midfield. He's still going. Got 1 man to beat. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. Braden Rickles, 60 yards for a Wildcat score as they take the lead, 40-35 with 2:40 remaining in the game. What a play for the Wildcats as they faced 4th and 15. The pocket collapsed. Hansen had nowhere to go with it. Somehow found Rickles open across the middle. He brings it all the way for a touchdown. Marcus Shellhorn had a huge block there down the field. And the Wildcats take the lead, 40-35. Huge 2-point conversion upcoming, as this would make it a 7-point game if they can convert on the conversion. Klosterman in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to take off. Up the middle. He's going to be stopped short. No, makes one last effort, but he's going to be just short. 2-point conversion is going to be no good. Klosterman just kept it up the middle. The blocking broke down, and there was nowhere for him to go. So the Wildcats will need to stop, but they do lead it. With 2:42 remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Central City 40, HLV 35. What a game we've had here tonight. as the Wildcats reclaim the lead there in a 60-yard touchdown connection from Jaden Hansen to Braden Rickles on 4th and 15. Wildcats really, that was the game for the Wildcats. If they don't convert that, that's probably it. Barring something unusual, that was probably going to do it. So a huge play to take the lead. Unfortunately, couldn't get that 7-point lead, but they do lead it by 5. So a stop, and they don't have to worry about anything else. They will walk away as winners. As Connor Clark's going to set the ball. Sternhagen's back deep at the 25, or the 15 rather. 40-35 our score here. 2:42 remaining in the game as Favre, Weber, and Connor Clark are the 2 kickers. Weber's done a nice job kicking it tonight. He's going to kick it again. Sends it away. It's another squib kick. It's muffed. It's still loose. Wildcats might have got it. I think HLV got on top of it, though. It was very close, though. But it looks like HLV did come out of there with it. I believe Ben Tice got it. But it was mishandled by a couple different Warriors, and the Wildcats just about got it. Nonetheless, HLV not able to get anything on the return. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 26. As we've got official timeout on the field. And now we're going to play. Gorsh in the shotgun. Sternhagen's behind him. Takes a snap. Pitches out to Sternhagen on the right. Got a hole up the middle. He's got a lot of room to go past midfield. Still going to the 30. 25-20. Foot race. He's going to be all the way. Touchdown, Warriors. Brody Sternhagen from the 26-yard line, and they're throwing water bottles and jumping up and down on the far sideline. As Brody Sternhagen took the pitch and had nobody in front of him. It was a foot race between him and Lucas Greif, and like I said, Sternhagen's the fastest player on the field. He did it all himself there. Touchdown, Warriors. They lead it by a point with the extra point yet to come. We've got 2.5 minutes to go here. The Wildcats will have to score again. Tice to attempt the extra point. Wobbly snap, but it's handled. Kicks on the way. Not his prettiest kick of the night, but he actually missed it. I thought it was in. But he did just pull it over to the right. As it wasn't a great snap, it was a wobbly one instead of a spiral. It might have thrown off the timing a little bit. Just his 2nd missed extra point of the year. But they do still lead it to HLV. They lead it by a point here with 2.5 minutes to play. They lead it 41-40. So the extra point didn't really matter all that much, at least at this point. Wildcats still need a touchdown to take the lead. No kicker for the Wildcats, so touchdown or nothing for them. They've got 2.5 minutes to do it. Plenty of time. As, of course, HLV had 2:45 there, and they just took one play to score. No reason Wildcats couldn't do the same, as they've got Matthew Klosterman and Lucas Greif back deep to return. Ben Tice will send it away. All but 2 of his kickoffs have been touchbacks tonight, but his most recent one was fielded at the 5. Two and a half minutes to play as Ben Tice marches off his steps to get set to send it away. Tice takes his approach, kicks in the air, line drive, rolling to the right. It's going to be fielded at the 8 by Greif. Returns it up to the 20, cuts it inside of the 25. That's where it'll be dragged down. Again, a pretty decent return there by Greif. Will set the Wildcats up at the 25-yard line, 1st down and 10. Not bad field position at all there for the Wildcats, especially considering most of his kickoffs have been going into the end zone. And so an extra 10 yards on the return there sets up the Wildcats 1st and 10 from their own 25. Lucas Greif split to the left. Klosterman and Hansen in the shotgun. Greif comes in motion. Klosterman takes a snap, fakes the handoff, will keep it himself. Cuts it up the middle. A little bit of a hole there. He breaks out of several tackles, still on his feet. What an effort play there by Klosterman. Was wrapped up several times, but just kept moving his feet. Ended up picking up about 6 yards there on the carry. Got it up close to the 30, 31-yard line. Will set up 2nd down in a long 4 there with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. As the Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage, same formation, Greif split out left. Klosterman and Hansen in the shotgun. Greif comes in motion. Klosterman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, going to the right side of the field. He's going to break out of a tackle in the backfield. He will be close to a 1st down. He should have it, as I think he also got out of bounds. Got it up to the 36-yard line. That will move the chains. A minute 42 to go in the game as they're going to spot that right around the 35-yard line, where the Wildcats will have it first down and 10, still inside their own territory, 45 yards away from the end zone. Wildcats trail by 1 here, 41-40, a minute 42 remaining in the game. As they come up to the line of scrimmage, first and 10 from their own 35. Greif is again split out left. Klosterman and Hansen in the shotgun. Greif comes in motion. It's going to be a pass play. Hansen takes the snap, gets rid of it for Greif down the field. It's incomplete off his fingertips. Was just out of his reach, tried to make a one-handed grab, but couldn't quite catch up to it. It was a pretty good ball by Hansen. He put it where nobody but Greif could get it. Greif just couldn't quite catch up to it, made a good effort. The incompletion will bring up second down and 10. Ball still at the Wildcat 35. A minute 36 to go in the game as Central City trails by 1. Empty set here for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to either side. Hansen in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to throw again. Clean pocket. Now it breaks down. It'll take off. Past midfield. Still going to the 35. Brought down from behind. That'll be enough for a first down. Looks like he got it up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 11 for Jaden Hansen there on the quarterback sneak. And the Wildcats are going to call a timeout. Believe that is just their first of the second half, so they've got 2 remaining. With 1:29 remaining in the ball game, our score, HLV 41, Central City 40. While we've got a second here, I'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So the Wildcats are 34 yards away from the end zone. They've got 2 timeouts left, and there's a minute 29 to go in the game. They trail by 1 point, 41-40. They need a touchdown to win the game. Both teams back out there. First down and 10 for Central City from the HLV 34. As the Wildcats come up to the line, Hansen's in the shotgun. He stands at midfield. He's got 3 receivers to his right. As Prusman's going to motion all the way out to the sideline. Takes the snap. Blitz comes. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got a lot of pressure, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. As it was Cole Fontanelle, sophomore defensive tackle for the Warriors that got him. Coach Myers is going to use his second timeout. Wildcats have 1 left. A minute 19 remaining in the ball game. Wildcats trail it by 1. So the sack there definitely hurts, but still very much in play for the Wildcats to get it here. It'll be second and 14. The ball is at the 39-yard line across midfield in HLV territory. As the Wildcats already back out there, they have just 1 more timeout after using their second there. As it'll be second and 15 for Central City from the HLV 39. Hansen in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left. He takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, running to the left. Some blocking in front of him. He's going to be close to a first down. He's going to be taken down actually a few yards shy of the first down, as they'll spot it at the 29-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd and 5. As the clock continues to run down, we've got a minute to go in the game. 3rd down and 5 for Central City. They need the 24 to move the chains, currently at the 29. 3 receivers to the right. Hansen in the shotgun. Under a minute to go in the game. Hansen's going to throw. He's got time, gets rid of it. Rickles across the middle. He's got a first down and more to the 15, to the 10, 5. Touchdown Wildcats! Touchdown Wildcats as they take the lead with 40 seconds to play. Central City reclaims the lead. They lead at 46-41, and they will go for 2 momentarily. Huge play by the Wildcats to retake the lead. Rickles with 2 huge touchdowns here in the 4th quarter. And Central City will go for a clutch 2-point conversion here. They lead by 5. A 2-point conversion would make it so that a touchdown and extra point from HLV still just leaves it as a tie game. Klosterman is in the shotgun. Lucas Greif is split to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to go to his right. Maneuvering back there. He's going to cross the goal line. Touch or 2-point conversion, Wildcats. As they take a 7-point lead with 40 seconds remaining in the game. So with 40 seconds to go in the ball game, the Wildcats lead it 48-41. Just need a stop here. And after that huge 2-point conversion, even if the Wildcats did give up a touchdown in an extra point, we're still tied, and we would then go to overtime if there was not another score. Of course, Wildcat defense going to try to keep that from being what happens here late in the game. But they do have almost an insurance policy with that 2-point conversion if something did happen there late in this game. Sternhagen is back at the 15, or rather the 10, to return the kick. He's backed up since where he was earlier in the game, now that Weber's been kicking him a little bit deeper. Connor Clark is going to put the ball on the tee at the 30. As the Warriors have 4 guys at midfield, 2 at the 30, 1 at the 20, and Sternhagen back deep at the 10. Weber and Clark the kickers. As Weber takes his approach, sends it away. Pretty good kick there. It's going to bounce, picked up, shy of the 15. Sternhagen gets it, brings it up to the 20, still going to the 25. He's got some room. Going to be dragged down just shy of midfield. We'll call that the 37-yard line. It's a pretty solid return there by Brody Sternhagen. We've got 31 seconds remaining in the game. I believe HLV might just have 1 timeout left, as they've certainly used some here in the second half. So 1st and 10, HLV from their own 37-yard line. Gorsh in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left. Takes a snap, he's gonna throw. Clean pocket, now it starts to break down, rolling to his right. He's gonna take off, past midfield. He's gonna be big hit there, knocks him down in his tracks at the 38-yard line. And they don't have much time left. They're gonna need to use a timeout. As HLV calls the timeout. With 16 seconds remaining in the ball game, Wildcats hold the 7-point lead, 48-41. Warriors will have it at the Wildcat 39 after the scramble there from the quarterback, Kyler Gorsh. It'll be 2nd down and 6 as Arwen Betzer stayed down on the ground after that play, dealing with some cramps. I saw Beth stretching him out earlier. So he'll come out, definitely in some pain, but nothing too serious there. The Wildcats 16 seconds away from winning their 3rd game of the year and their 3rd game in a row. Have 39 yards between HLV and the end zone. Wildcats still quite a bit of room to work with here. As HLV retakes the field. 2nd and 6 from the Wildcat 39, 16 seconds to go in the game. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Gorsh in the shotgun by himself. Takes a snap, he's gonna throw. Clean pocket, gets rid of it across the middle to Tice. He's gonna be taken down by Matthew Klosterman, shy of a 1st down. Clock will continue to run. They don't have any more timeouts. They're gonna have to clock it under center. Takes a snap, he spikes it with 3 seconds to go in the game. As HLV was out of timeouts, and that'll bring up 4th down after what is technically an incomplete pass there on the spike by Kyler Gorsh. We've got 3 seconds to go in the game. It's 4th down and 3 for HLV. The ball is spotted at the 36-yard line. Wildcats going back in a prevent defense as Greif and Klosterman are way back there close to the 10-yard line. Anything but a touchdown here wins it for the Wildcats. HLV is going to split 3 receivers to the right. Gorsh by himself in the shotgun. In all likelihood, last play of the game right here. Gorsh takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pressure in his face. Klosterman's there. He gets rid of it. It's incomplete. No time left. Wildcats win. Final score, 48-41 Wildcats, as Gorsh's pass falls incomplete. And the Wildcats come away with their 3rd win in a row as the seniors get a great send-off here on senior night. Our final score, Central City 48, HLV 41. Matthew Klosterman applied the pressure on that play, and the incompletion gives the Wildcats a huge win. What a way to wrap up the season. Fantastic finish to the year for Central City. What a game as the Wildcats come away with their third consecutive win to end the season. So with that victory, the Wildcats will bow out and finish their season with a record of 3-6 on the year. What started out as an 0-6 year ends up with a respectable 3-6. Congratulations to the Wildcats on turning around what started out as a pretty rough season and ending up 3 wins to end the season with a very young sophomore-heavy team. This will definitely be an exciting team down the line. Can't wait to see what this team does in the future. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to about wrap things up here for the 2021 Wildcat football season. Ends on a very high note with this clutch win over HLV, our final score 48-41 in favor of the Wildcats. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to all the Wildcat seniors. They will be Tristan Diedeker, Marcus Prusman, Wade Yoder, Troy Curtis, and Bob Bechtold. Big thank you to you guys for sticking it out and fighting hard all season. Definitely some great leaders in that group. Excited to see what they'll do in the future. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for tonight's game as well as the 2021 Wildcats season, as the Wildcats end their year 3-6 with this huge win over HLV. So once again, that's our final game of the year, and I'm going to be signing off here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for listening in tonight, and thank you for listening in all season. I've enjoyed bringing you Wildcat football all year long right here on Wildcat Sports. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm David Warrington saying good night and go Cats.